Hello, everybody. Welcome back again. I just thought I'll quickly come share. Obviously, immediately I finished that live stream I did earlier on. I've been on I've been on TikTok trying to figure out if there was actually any protest going on in Ghana. You guys all know. I think I did a live stream a few days ago actually, where I was mentioning obviously discussing the fact that Ghanaians want Nigerians to leave. And I think we did a show yesterday also where where we were discussing South Africans also asking that Nigerians should go. And I think hello Abby. I just wanted to grab a snooze and I was like, let me enter TikTok and see. Honestly, there's a lot. This is probably going to be the last one I'm going to do because I really want to see what's actually going to happen, and then I'm actually going to be catching cruise. I'm not going to be saying a lot. Actually, I saw a few videos on TikTok which I'm probably going to be playing, and obviously guys can, I think about 4 videos or 5 videos. There's somebody who has actually given us a history lesson about how the Ghana must go first started, and so on and so forth. So up until about an hour ago when I went onto TikTok, I have not seen any protest whatsoever. I have not seen anything. So I really want to see. Obviously, this is not me bragging that Nigerians, that I know some of our Nigerians, when we get somewhere or we get to places, we always want to make our attendance. No, we always want people to see us. We always Nigerians, we always want people to see us. And when I was speaking about this Nigeria must go a few days ago, I did mention the fact that this Igbo king, that there's no way you're going to live in an environment where you actually come there as a foreigner yourself. There's no way you actually set up a business or a set up whatever community you have set up there, and you would only want your own people to benefit from it. It's not done. It's not done anyway. It's just like how Nigerians are coming to the UK or how Africans are traveling abroad, and the owners of the people they've gone to meet in the abroad, or the own people they've gone to their country, and now saying, okay, because you are from Africa, your children are not going to come to our school, or because you're from Africa, you're not going to receive any treatment from our hospital, or because you're from Africa, you're not going to shop in the same supermarket we shop. It just doesn't make sense. Hence why, I called out that Igbo king. I called him that, like, come, anything that your Igbo people, anything that Nigerians in your community are benefiting from, every Ghanaian, every continent that is within that community must also benefit from it. So, yeah, Abby, exactly. Generalization is a problem here. No, just like we said yesterday when we are doing the talk of the South Africans, obviously South Africans also want Nigerians to leave, and like I'm going to keep saying, the South Africans already have an issue in their country, already have an issue of crime and all of this happening. So instead of them to look at themselves, look within your environment, look within your community, and solve the crime that's already there. Now they're not saying, it's Nigerians. Nigerians are taking our job. Nigerians are now. I saw a useless post. Nigerian men are now taking South African women. Like, can we all just be serious for once? So now it's gone from Nigerians are taking our jobs. Nigerians are not hiring people. Nigerians are not this, that. Nigerians are not that. To now Nigerians are marrying our women. Like, can you guys just grow up? Like I said, there's no point painting each and every Nigerian in Ghana or each and every Nigerian in South Africa. There's no point painting us with the same brush. And if there are people, or if there are actually Nigerians either in Ghana or in South Africa that are actually committing the crime, go after the ones committing the crimes. Arrest them. Let them do time for their crimes. Because there's no way you can tell me that Nigerians are not contributing to your economy. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. So, like I said, I'm not here to come and argue with anybody, because I can see somebody's already there. Somebody already body wally already. Somebody already body wally. I'm not going to argue with anybody. I just want to share a few videos that I found, and then afterwards, I'm just going to end this live stream, because as I'm not here to argue with anybody. It's your country, Ghana. Ghanaians, do whatever you want. South Africa is your country. Do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, when we all meet elsewhere, especially in diaspora, they are not going to say, oh, that one is South African. Oh, that one is this. We will all be classed as Africans. And I also said, just like I said yesterday, that it should be a shame, it's a big slap on every African's face that a Ghanaian will go to Nigeria and they will not be treated well, or a Nigerian will go to Ghana and not be treated well. So if we as Africans are not actually treating ourselves well, how do you expect Oyibo people who are not even of the same color as us, how do you expect them to treat us right? Eh? How do you expect them to treat us right? Anyway, like I said, guys, I'm not going to be talking too much. Let me share my screen and play those videos on TikTok. Actually, I found a few of them and I'm like, oh, it would be lovely to bring them here because, like I said, I've not seen any videos whatsoever to say that they are protesting. Oh, I've not seen any. So let me go to my profile actually because I saved a couple of videos. And I saved a couple of videos I really want us to listen to. There's one that they were discussing like an history of how African. Okay, let's start with this one. There's a couple of videos, but let's start with this one.
What I want to tell you, so I'm gonna say a lot
So,
of Ghanaians don't know about time. In 1969, Ghanaian. What I want to tell you, so I'm gonna say a lot of Ghanaians don't know about time. In 1969, Ghanaians sent Nigerians away from Ghana.
guys, just
A
listen,
lot of
okay?
life was lost, businesses was lost, property was lost. After they sent Nigerians away, what happened to Ghana is what I want you to watch in this video.
Hello, Zeno.
I want to take this opportunity to apologize to all my Nigerian brothers, both the state and the people of Nigeria, for I did not do justice when I was explaining about Nigeria must go, when I did explicitly explain everything that
Hello,
transpired
everyone.
when
Please
it comes
like
to
and
Ghana
share,
must
sorry,
go.
guys.
So Nigeria must go. This is what actually happened. When history is being told, it must be told the right way.
Exactly.
For we criticize the West for telling our history, however, sadly, for not explicitly explaining what transpired. This is what transpired in Nigeria must go.
Hello,
The entire Africa was one. When Kwame Nkrumah became the prime minister of Ghana, up to when he became president, he called on everyone who had money to come and invest in Ghana, that Ghana was open to the entire Africa and Ghana was open for business and they should come and invest. Nigerians, wealthy businessmen, were of 90% of the investors who moved to Ghana to invest. And the population of Nigerians in Ghana by then were up to 2 million Nigerians living in Ghana out of the 2.5 foreigners living in Ghana by then. But when Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown by Kotoka and the rest, then came Buzia in power as prime minister. When Buzia came, he was a staunch opposition to Kwame Nkrumah. He never liked Kwame Nkrumah and the policies. When he came, the very first thing he did was to dismantle Kwame Nkrumah's policy and brought in the Alien Compliance Order. When he brought in the Alien Compliance Order, this seek to sack every foreigner in Ghana. And he knew quite well that of all the foreigners in Ghana, Nigerians were 90% of them, and they were investors and businessmen. They invested in cocoa, invested in infrastructures, invested in all sorts of business, manufacturing, transportation, you name it. So when he passed this order and he gave them a deadline to leave, the Nigerians had no option but to auction all they had, because they were suppressed by the government. And by then, Buzia passed this law that no foreigner should be engaged in. About 40 businesses he put down that no foreigner should engage in. So the Nigerians had no option but to leave, and it was
I
a
like
bad
him,
time
guys.
in history. Nigeria had to sell, auction their cars. Nigeria had to auction their houses. Nigeria had to auction their businesses, their farm. Most were not even able to auction their businesses. They left it, and the indigenous Ghanaians took over their businesses, their cocoa farm. They lost their lives in custody. And as a result of this, it affected, traumatized the Nigerians. Just imagine you took huge amounts of business and money to invest in Ghana. And even when you are leaving, the hard cash money, the money you were supposed to take, the banks refused to give Nigerians more than 2,000 pounds. And these people had hundreds of thousands of pounds in their account in Ghana. The banks refused to give money. And this Nigerian,
I hope they are listening,
migration crisis. So as this happened, within that period, they were auctioning things in Ghana. Life was good because Ghanaians were rushing, buying Nigerian product as cheap as possible. Everything came down. The moment a Nigerian left, life became hell for Ghanaians. The crisis Ghana faced, the hardship, all the way to that of the farming period of Ghana started when Buzia passed this alien compliance law. The effect on Ghana when the Nigerians moved out, cocoa price fell, Okay, and also Ghana lost cocoa production from 50% of global production to 30% because the Nigerians were the one doing cocoa farming. The prices of goods doubled because the Nigerians were the ones who made it possible for the prices to be cheap. And when the Ghanaians were left to do businesses, they wanted to be rich as quick as possible and double the prices. And also transportation became a problem because
Like the live
most of the
stream,
cars were
guys.
owned by Nigerians. Nigerians had invested in transportation system. So this was a problem. And loss of jobs because the businesses and factories and cocoa business, the farming were operated by Nigerians who had employed people. These people had left and jobs were lost. Okay, businesses collapsed. Ghana was in disarray. This was the start of Ghana problem that finally led to Ghana having famine. We would come to that for a latter part. What was the negative effect on Nigeria? Nigerians died. Yes, people who were in detention because the government held lots of Nigerians, and so some of them died in detention. What again? Nigerians lost houses, lost cars, lost businesses, money. The banks could not allow Nigerians to take more than 2,000 pounds from the bank because they didn't want this
Nigerians
money
don't
to
suffer.
go.
We have
And these
suffered.
Nigerians had hundreds of thousands of pounds in their banks in Ghana. So this was a disaster. This was a problem. When the Nigerians returned, some were hoping to see back their loved one, but they had only to be greeted by the news that they had died in Ghana.
That's
This was a
the
bad thing. Alien compliance law was what led to Ghana to fall in those periods until in the year 1985, when J.J. Rawlings went to Babangida to renew relations with Nigeria. That was when Ghana and Nigeria saw peace. Within this period, there was nothing like peace. So J.J. Rawlings moved to Babangida to make peace. But even when J.J. Rawlings moved to Nigeria, things were worse. Things were terrible for Ghana. Not until when President Kufuor became president of Ghana,
I'm
year
giving you guys history lesson.
2001, Kufuor moved to Nigeria, went to Nigeria and pleaded to the then president of Nigeria, Obasanjo, in the words of President Kufuor, not me, that Obasanjo is a gift to the African continent. Why did President Kufuor say this? Because when the economy of Ghana was in shambles, Ghana went hippie, meaning there was no money in Ghana. When Ghana was scattered, when the ones you call foreign donors, development partners, America, the Britain, you name it, all countries rejected Ghana. Nobody was there to come to the aid of Ghana. But Nigeria, and President Kufuor ran to Nigeria and laid down to Obasanjo. He didn't feel Obasanjo would help to say that, okay, we'll resume supply of gas to Ghana to supply electricity. When he went, Obasanjo surprised him. Obasanjo did not only ask Kufuor that they should resume gas supply to Ghana immediately, but also push the payments to almost 4 years back and also reduce the price for Ghana. And not only that, Obasanjo actually gave 30
Julian, go and look for evidence
to Ghana to buy cars for the police.
Julian, go and look for evidence. Maybe you know Google now. Go and look for evidence yourself. These are the type of people we are talking about. Go and find the evidence yourself, and once you find the evidence, bring it to social media. Come and share with us, okay? Because for me, this is the first time I'm listening to this, and I thought, why not come share it here? I don't know any of this history. I just know there was a talk of Ghana must go when I was growing up. So now somebody has taken their time, and this person that you can hear speaking, this person speaking is not a Nigerian. So I don't know how some of you just have brains and you don't allow your brain to calm down. You don't allow your brain to stop shaking and listen to other people. So like I said, do us all a favor, go on to Google and find the evidence for us. Because idiots.
I know that money was rejected by Obasanjo in Nigeria because Nigerians were blasting him as the president of Nigeria. But it is true. He helped Ghana. He assembled investors to come to Ghana to
like
invest
I said, this
in
person
Ghana.
speaking is
That
a
is how
Ghanaian.
come the
Okay?
infrastructure of
He's a
Ghana
Ghanaian.
today, housing, is at its peak. They're one of the best in Africa because the Nigerians came with their wealth, with their money to invest in Ghana. And Ghana is where it is today. And I will tell you, Nigeria has done a lot for Ghana. This I know most Nigerians don't know. That is how come President Kufuor, who ended saying that Obasanjo is a gift to Africa, named from 37 roundabouts, 37 to that of Achimota Forest as Obasanjo Highway in Ghana. This is as a result of the tremendous
Hello,
effort
Sister
and
Natu.
aid from
Welcome,
people
guys.
of
I see
Nigeria,
you.
from
Please
the
like
government
and
of
share.
Nigeria to Ghana to help boost Ghana's economy. This is history.
Abi Ohabi,
We
they
must
don't
not
take
shy
much
away
body
from
worry
it.
like your concon.
There is so much between Nigeria and Ghana. Why we must put asunder our fight, why we must put asunder blaming one another. Let me tell you, one of
Welcome,
the
Sister
reasons
Natu.
is Nigeria and Ghana started fighting for AU together with Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone brought this fire
Abi, me say, I
to
don't have their time
Nigeria,
today.
brought it to Ghana, boiled Nigerians and Ghanaians, Nkrumah inclusive, the ITA Wallace Johnson and the rest, that you should fight for your independence and let's form Africa Union, which is, by then it was Organization of Africa Unity. Nkrumah championed it in Nigeria. But the white man skillfully came to Nigeria and told them, do not allow Ghana to head AU. And they went to Ghana and told them, do not allow Nigeria to head AU. The reason being is they knew these two countries were a powerhouse in Africa. Nigeria had immense wealth. So also is Ghana. If these two countries could blend their wealth together, I'm telling you, there is no way Ghana and Nigeria combined would not be able to give aid to other African countries.
Have you seen the video? That is
Thank
what
you.
it is.
Thank you, our
It only
uncle.
takes love for us to go back and forth. But regardless, love still lives between Ghana and Nigeria. So let's unite, because Nigeria and Ghana is a powerhouse of Africa. When these two countries can unite, Africa is unstoppable. We can empower every other African country. You understand? If any Nigerians come across as a crime creator or whatever, let the government single-handedly deal with this person and stop generalizing it Nigerians.
Exactly. Stop generalizing. It's a
If Ghanaians
generalization that is
commit
a
a
problem
crime in
here.
Nigeria, this adopt the habit of dealing with that particular person instead of generalizing and say Ghanaians. So please, let love lead. I remember you're my number one, Ghana Nigeria Presido. Don't forget to click the follow button and share this video. We think it's very valid and very important to you. Thank you. Wait here, I want to tell you so. I know say a lot of Ghanaians.
That's one of the videos I wanted to share with you guys. Let me refresh my page. I don't know why I'm not able to pause that video when I needed to. So I'm going to read your comments and then I will share the other video. So Abby said, Ghana must go, in quote, refers to the 1983 expulsion of the West African migrants, primarily Ghanaians from Nigeria. This mass deportation was triggered by an executive order from Nigerian president. Okay. Shehu Shagari, I believe that's what Abby wanted to write there, aimed at removing undocumented immigrants due to economic hardship and resentment towards foreign workers. Okay. It's for the Igbo king, but they are targeting everyone. That's the thing. That's what we are talking about here. Same thing with the South African as well. If anybody's done something, go for that person. There's no point, making it a general thing, making it like Nigeria people, Nigeria people, Nigeria people. If person go after the Igbo king himself, which one is now Nigeria must go, Nigeria must go. South Africans who are saying Nigerians are taking our job, Nigerians are taking our job, blah 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 blah. So with that, there's other videos actually. Like I said, there are reactions. This is somebody from Ghana actually. Like I said, I've not seen any. I've not seen any. I've not seen any protests so far. So this was said. Nigeria Igbo king in Ghana will know why we Ghanaians are the first Africans to get independent. Okay, nobody's arguing that with you. Nobody's arguing that with you. I just want us to listen to people's reaction. Okay. So there's another one I found. Let's listen to this lady.
I just want to be sure. Am I the only one that heard this? Someone said, when I become the president of Ghana, all foreigners will be sent out. And also, no foreigner will be allowed to own a property in Ghana. And this is coming from a man that contested, for presidential post in Ghana against our sitting president. President John Mahama. Actually, we thank God that you didn't win the election. Nobody fought for you. People failed to vote for you. As in, praise the Lord, because we already know what will happen if you become the next president of Ghana. Can you guys even listen to what he said? Do you still think this man deserves to become the next president of Ghana? Please. It's better for you people to use Shatawale, Shatabondu, anything shatter in this country as your next president. Or you use, I think Shatawale is better because that guy even gets sense. Seriously. It's better for Shatawale to become the next president of Ghana than for you to vote for that guy, that said no foreigner would be allowed to own a property. Don't you understand? The foreigners are coming into this country. They brought money to invest into the country. And this is a Igbo. Let me be honest with you. Nigerians are not even happy with him because we all realize the fortune that this man has invested in Ghana. And if this man has invested this money in Nigeria, it will also help Nigerians. But here you are with all these companies that he invested into in this country. Yet, you people are telling him, here's a go. He must be deported. He must do this. Nigeria must go. Igbo must go. Really? This man employed Ghanaians, not Nigerians.
Help us tell them,
Yes. You guys are still taunting him, insulting him to leave Ghana. Anyway, I don't have much to say, but you guys should know what will happen if you vote for that man, Ken Oyariga. If you vote for him, just know that this man will turn Ghana to a graveyard. The whole country will become a graveyard because how can you tell people not to write petition to the IGP, to direct it to the kingsmen in Ghana, to the kings in Ghana? Otufo is there. This Kumasi kings too is also there. They didn't direct the petition to them. You tell them not to direct any petition to any of these leaders. They should just carry gun. They should go out there to fight. Oyariga, wait. If they are going for this protest that you say they should go with guns, I hope your children will frontline. I hope your children will be the first, captain to lead them out. And I hope you too, you will be there. You won't be in America. Your children too. They won't be in Canada. And other people's children will be fighting here, losing their life. Ghanaians, my lovely Ghanaian people. If you vote for Yariga, I hope you already know what will become of Ghana. You already know. War for war. Ace obey. War is what Oyariga is calling for. Oyariga is rooting for war. He's drumming for war. Please don't dance to it. Don't destroy the sitting president because you failed. Try next time. If they want to vote for you, they will. But for now, Oga, go and rest at home now and stop this bitterness. Wait. I just want to be sure. I
hope you guys heard, like I said from the beginning, that yesterday, was it 2 days ago, when we were talking about the Igbo king, just like I started this live stream as well, I did say that I did not applaud what the Igbo king did. But then at the end of the day, we should stop generalizing. Okay? If somebody has done something, go for that person. Don't come and be saying, Nigeria must go, Nigeria must go. Face the person. Okay, and I've actually just seen a post that says that they've cancelled the 19th July protest cancelled. The voice of the people has been heard. The Igbo king has apologized. We accept the apology. I've not seen that apology, but I will share that post with you guys. But let's listen to the next video.
That somebody, Hassan Ayariga, is trying to use his what do you call it? He spoke about media, something to make money. Do I look like somebody who makes money from TikTok or who makes moning from?
I think he was accusing somebody being behind
doing this thing. Do I look like somebody like you don't know me? You said you told somebody to bring you to my house. I said I don't want to see you. I said I don't want to see you.
Really?
Even before I made you arrested, you said you were not arrested.
We'll come there. And folks, make this picture ready for me. There's a picture, he's wearing a blue stuff. Make that picture ready. And then Mr. Hassan Ayariga will tell me that picture. Because
yes, I will explain to you.
Yeah.
This man in police cell went to toilet 10 times.
He's talking about the Igbo
10 times.
He's talking about the Igbo.
He was shaking like this.
This is.
He said he was not arrested. He was shaking. That they did not put him arrest. Did all arrest be handcuffed?
No.
Huh? See the low mind person. It must all arrest be handcuffed.
Can I see that picture? Somebody sitting there in that blue. There's no,
Let them show it.
a cap on his head, but sources
I'm yet
tells
to
me
come. He's come. He's
that
come.
is,
I'm not done with this.
Can I see that picture? Do we have it there, folks? Get me quickly. Yeah.
I am going to give you evidence. Big time evidence. If you say he's not a scammer. Metro TV workers went to him to do a program for him. He gave them a fake check.
From where?
One of the person I'm talking to was the chief one. They went to the bank, and the bank told them this is a fake check.
Abi.
He should come and ask me, and I'll give him the.
This is quite explosive.
This is not. I am telling you. I have the name of the person. I can mention the name of the person. This, when I'm telling you something, I am not like him.
I know how you do your things.
I don't come out to talk anyhow. I said that the person currently is working in the office of chief of staff. He has left Metro, and he's not working in the office of the chief of staff. I won't mention his name. I have his name. I won't mention his name. He gave him fact check. He and the lady.
Okay.
There were two, a man and a lady. You think I don't know what is happening in this country? This man that we are regarding him, this man must leave Ghana. He's destroying Ghana. He thinks that he is a powerful man, telling Nigerians that, look, we are not against Nigeria, we are against you. You.
Yes, I love the way you demystify.
Yeah, we are not against Nigeria, we are against you. You in particular.
Exactly, and I think the record must be set.
You in particular. You cannot destroy Ghana's name and come and tell us that, oh, you didn't buy land. It's a lie. This is him.
Is he the one?
This is
zoom the picture.
This is Ijoekwe. Tell him that he should come out and deny that this is not him at the national security when they were about to release him.
Oh, so he's the one sitting.
He's the one sitting there when they were about to.
Why was he not wearing his?
Can he wear it? He should try it and see. Huh? He should try it. Man pass what? Man. Monday. He should try it. He should come out and deny that this is not him. And you tell me whether this is not him. I am giving him evidence. Anything I tell you, I have evidence for you. At this time, I was giving the orders.
Slide the live stream, please.
Let me tell you, somebody came and begged for his release. And that person is a Ghanaian. And I'm not going to mention the person's name.
Because someone was wondering how he managed.
Because actually, I wanted him to be there for 1 week.
You want them to be there for 1 week?
Because he's disturbing this country. He's causing anarchy in this country.
Yeah.
And we cannot accept that. You understand what I'm saying? He should be detained until we forget about him. His ambassadors came, they could not. So if they go and sit.
The Nigerian High Commissioner came there.
He took him there. He took him to the NIB. And from the NIB, we brought him to national security and then detained him 48 hours.
Oh.
He should come and say he wasn't detained for 48 hours. I challenge him. And I will tell him who built him, how he was built, and from that place where he went to. He told them that his BP has gone 270.
Oh.
He's dying, shaking like this, shaking like a parrot. But parrots don't shake. What shakes? What shakes? Tell me what shakes. He was shaking and shivering.
Oh no!
And they asked him, you should relax.
And take it easy.
Then he was going to toilet every 5 minutes. This man, this is the man who called himself Igbo King.
With this,
when he was released on bail, how do you invite somebody and detain the person?
Let's go listen to something important actually. So somebody's asking there if his protest is still going on. I saw a post and it says it's been cancelled. However, like I said, I'm not in Ghana. I don't have all of that information, so it's better you speak to people that you know. So let's listen to a few reactions from other Nigerians, okay?
Dear Nigerians, are we not tired? Because I am tired, right? Recently, I stumbled across a couple of videos on social media. One from a Ghanaian man called, is this Cyrus or Cyprus or something? And this man was very upset about this development of this Igbo community in Ghana with this man who wants to be a king of the Igbos and get some acres of land and establish an Igbo kingdom in Ghana. And he believes that it
slide the live stream, please.
Political undertone, and in the future it may pose some kind of threat. I mean, these are not his words, but this is what I'm gathering from his emotions. And this has riled the Ghanaians up to the point where there's this Nigeria must go movement that is beginning to brew. This is really bad. There's not a good look on us. Then I saw another video of this young girl going on about how we believe that we're the giant of Africa, and she doesn't understand where this mindset is coming from. She thinks that this is a product of our pride, our misguided pride, and how we're very loud and unnecessarily arrogant, and how we commonize them, look down on them so much that we make statements like small Ghana, that's Ghana, things like that, And she actually showed videos, or made a particular.
So this channel is not to give you update. Go and meet your people. I beg, because you came across as somebody that has brains, but I can actually realize that you are one of the people instigating fights.
Broken roofs
Okay,
and
pack your bag
challenge
and
one
leave,
of our
please.
finest artists to go and sort that out before we start looking at Ghana and looking down on them and all that nonsense. I mean, as much as I do understand where she's coming from, and I do not agree that Nigerians have the right to commonize any group of people from anywhere in the world and all of that. Some people may not understand that sometimes we joke about things and we do it to ourselves and we just say, oh, small you or but you see, when you're in Rome, behave like a Roman. The Ghanaians may feel that it's quite disrespectful, and yeah, there is that, but now let me speak to us. This is a conversation for us.
Exactly.
Dear Igbos, as much as I understand that you have a brotherhood type of mentality, and wherever you find yourself outside the Igbo land, you like to have a sense of knowing yourself so that you can safeguard each other and then plan things as a community, because you send things home as well collectively. And if there is a birthday, a party, a wedding, or a burial, you guys just come together to sort that out. And from a business point, you guys also look out for each other. But you see, right now, the world is very sensitive. And if you're not aware, this migration and immigrant conversation is almost like front, center, and everything to a lot of different countries. People are tightening up their borders and asking foreigners to conform to the laws within their lands or get out. The fact that Ghana is just next door to us and we consider them like our cousins does not mean that they've not had that, how will I put it, thin tolerance for us over the years. It just feels like at the slightest provocations, the Ghanaians have something to say. So when you decide that you're going to leave Nigeria, the so-called giant country, to go and live in your so-called small Ghana, you need to reduce yourself to that size and behave yourselves.
Thank you,
if not,
sister.
come back to Nnewi and be the king in Nnewi among the Igbos.
Exactly.
It's just the basic truth.
Exactly.
Now, this is where it gets deeper and it hurts for me. How did we get to this point?
Exactly.
Where anybody and everybody can start swiping at us all over social media, right? They've called us all sorts of names, from people who promote prostitution to people who are notorious for kidnapping, for a country that has no power, stable power, and the headquarters of corruption, amongst other things. Can I actually be angry that they say these things? The answer is no.
Absolutely.
Because am I proud of the kind of politicians that we have? A big fat no.
Exactly.
And how did we get here? We voted, didn't we? I know that some of these elections were rigged and all of that. However, we have some of our shameless mothers, aka market women, who would go and collect 2 cups of rice.
They started collecting. Sorry about that earlier on, Cassie. I mistakenly deleted you. I'm sorry.
And vote, forgetting that food will finish tomorrow morning, and then we will be back where we are. And then there's some of the guys here who also have been published on social media for picking up girls who may be innocent, may be naive, may not be innocent or whatever, but they didn't deserve the end that they got. And then you unalive them, put them in shallow graves because you believe that you can sell some of their parts to make money. These things are on social media. These things are peculiar. It now looks like
this is a true fact. I absolutely appreciate this lady.
And it's Nigerians that are notorious for these types of things. We have Nigerians that go outside and go and start cultism practices.
She's speaking the truth.
Chasing each other on the street.
She's saying absolute truth.
And the police will have to arrest them. and this still comes back to haunt us. It doesn't mean that all Nigerian men or all Nigerian women are this bad. Unfortunately, social media amplifies things like this. And Nigerians are big on social media, and everybody wants to be a content creator. So once you put it there with the right hashtags, you help to equally tarnish the image of the country.
Yeah, this lady speaks
It's sad.
truth.
It's really sad because
I love
this video that I'm making is only going to create awareness to my personal feelings, not that it's going to solve any of the existing problems. My appeal to you guys is that when next we have to go and vote, think about this, that your so-called small Ghana are setting the record straight for you. And remember when you were growing up, when your father or your mother, especially your mother, will tell you that the seed finished on the plenty, that house there, where when you go, they'll tell you that, why is it that you're always coming whenever it's time for us to eat? Sit in your house now.
Yeah.
Don't go there again and go and play. Right? Or if you go there, just sit in one corner. You and your siblings just sit in one corner and be looking. Are you guys hungry? No, thank you. Don't you want chocolate? No, thank you. Maybe we should remember how we were brought up.
She spoke
so
the
that
truth.
we can have some self-respect.
Yeah.
Right? If you're in Ghana, just conform. If you live in the UK, just conform.
Exactly.
If you live in Uganda, Kenya, anywhere, just conform.
Behave yourself.
Oh, why are you guys not playing? Oh, we're fine. We're okay.
Exactly.
Yes, just conform quietly so they can look at other people. Because it doesn't matter how good you are with Afrobeats, it doesn't matter how intelligent you are in the classroom, it doesn't matter how many doctors you produce across the world or whatever, they will pick one hush puppy conversation and label all the Nigerian men.
Exactly.
They will pick one girl that they found on the street of Italy and label all the Nigerian women. And this media does not make it any easy.
Exactly.
Now, to Peter Obi, the man that we've chosen to love.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I've heard so many people say, when he was the governor of Anambra, what did he do for them? I don't know, honestly. The reason why we like you is because we chose to like you because you speak what we want to hear. As bad as that may sound, is the truth. You say the things that we want to hear, right? But now we are going to hold you.
Please follow her. She spoke the truth. I'm going to follow her as well. Let me follow her actually.
I think that before we go to vote,
I love everything she's spoken. I love everything she's spoken.
For this new coalition party that we hope you will lead. So that we can also be stakeholders and tell you the kind of Nigeria that we deserve.
Yeah.
The one that puts us back as the giants.
Absolutely.
And enable us to tell people to keep quiet when they want to start making all these unnecessary comments about us.
Absolutely.
I am tired. I am tired. And it's time for us to take action.
Absolutely.
Okay? It's time.
Thank you so much, my sister. I absolutely love everything she said here. So I think I've got one more video. So this is, like I said, these are reactions of people, okay? People's reaction to what's been going on. And I think this is going to be the last video I'm going to play. And if anybody wants to jump in to say one or two things, I'll take a couple of calls.
Literally,
so this is another lady
like you are giants.
I found.
Do you know what you are giants of? You are giants of corruption. You are giants of crime. You are giants of mass prostitution. You are giants of rituals. You are not giants of anything that is good. For me, yeah, it is the arrogance. It is the arrogance of Nigerians when you work with them, when you befriend them, the way they will treat you.
When has it been
No. You lied. This is who we are. This is who we are as a people. This is why we are called the giant of Africa. This is one of the reasons we are called the giant of Africa. Oh yeah, watch this video. And they come.
Davido, one of the biggest music artists in Nigeria, always shows love to his fans. Recently, he surprised a Ghanaian TikToker with $5,000 for using.
Hi, Davido has given me 5K. Hi, I will do the whole word video to thank him.
Okay. This is one of the reasons we are called the giant of Africa. We know they do church. We show workings. Tell me any of your Ghanaian celebrity that has ever gifted any Ghanaian person this amount of money.
Apparently, this woman is reacting to what that previous lady said that Nigeria is this is that Nigeria is full of prostitute, blah blah blah. So Mama Odogu is replying to the Ghanaian lady. So No people talk more. I don't know why this. I think there's something wrong with my keyboard. But let's start again. Let's start this video again.
Literally, some of you feel like you are giants. Do you know
Guys,
what you
like,
are
like,
giants of? You are giants of corruption. You are giants of crime. You are giants of mass prostitution. You are giants of rituals. You are not giants of anything that is good. For me, yeah, it is the arrogance. It is the arrogance of Nigerians when you work with them, when you befriend them, the way they would treat you.
No, 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 no. You lied. This is who we are. This is who we are as a people. This is why we are called the giant of Africa. This is one of the reasons we are called the giant of Africa. Oh yeah, watch this video. And they come.
Davido, one of the biggest music artists in Nigeria, always shows love to his fans. Recently, he surprised a Ghanaian TikToker with $5,000 for using.
Hi, Davido has given me 5K. Hi, I will do the whole word video to thank him.
Okay. This is one of the reasons we are called the giant of Africa. We know they do church. We show workings. Tell me any of your Ghanaian celebrity that has ever gifted any Ghanaian person this amount of money. Tell me, show me video evidence of any of your celebrity there in Ghana that has ever gifted any Nigerian this amount of money. You lied. See, you see this Ghana girl, eh? See, that's your video. I saw when you were asking other African countries to join Ghanaians in dragging Nigeria. See, let me tell you, we are Nigerians. We don't need support from any African countries to deal with two people. We be one man squad. Only me go drag you. You see this rubbish when you talk, eh? I go to drag you. I go to drag you until they punch you come up for that Oyibo man land where you did. I go to drag you. Una to do. I don't know when this thing finish. They come from Ghanaians. Starting when? Who give una that mouth? I go to drag you. You see this your video? We pin here. I go to drag you until you come online and apologize to us for this rubbish when you talk. For this rubbish when you talk. I go to drag you. I don't need anybody to join me. We don't need the support of any African countries before we go deal with Tuna. Person do something you don't like, say something you don't like. Instead of you to face the person, you begin talk rubbish.
Exactly.
You begin talk rubbish.
Face
you see, I go to drag you.
Face
I go to drag you. Where will they go far? Where will they go far? Where will they go far? You see this rubbish you talk. Any smart Nigerians, tarnishing the image of Nigerians all over the country. We are not going to see the good when Nigeria do for una talk. We are not going to see and talk. Nigerians are this, Nigerians are that. You live and earn your living in Oyibo man's land, in someone else's land. You want the worst other countries living in your country to live simply because somebody says something you don't like. Not as if the person don't even execute it. He has never even started the build though. Simply because he said out his intention. All of them come out. Simply I don't give deadline. When I say on the 19th, may nothing happen to any Nigerians living in Ghana. May nothing happen happen to any Nigerian living in Ghana. Now that time I go no say one Nigerian life worth millions of Ghanaians. May nothing happen to any Nigerian living in Ghana. Now that time I go no say from my 2 to Ghana no past 2 hours. From my 2 to Ghana no past 2 hours. Ndala, bring it with pin here. Only me go drag you.
Anyway, guys, like I said, obviously, like I said, I've not seen any post whatsoever, and I think I love the fact that there's no protest going on. Like I said, I've been on TikTok for about an hour before I started this live stream. I've not seen any protest so far, and I'm happy that there's no protest because, like I said, the innocent ones are going to be caught up in the protest. And of what use is it that the person that is actually the cause of whatever is causing the Ghanaians not to be happy, this person is going to be working. Guys, I saw this there's no protest or anything like that, and I'm super happy that there's no protest. So I don't know how true this leaflet is, but it says that the protest service today is the 19th of July that has been cancelled. That it says that the voice of the people has been heard. The Igbo king has apologized. If I find any of that, if I find any of the apology video, I'll definitely bring it here to you guys to show you guys the apology. They said the Igbo king has apologized. We accept his apology with honor. The government has met our demands. Ghana stands for peace. Together we move forward. Long live Ghana. So I want to believe this is real. Okay, I really want to believe this is real. So with that being said, guys, there's no point, causing chaos or trying to make any pull any issue out of something that we could easily solve. So for me, the only issue I've got is when people generalize. Okay, when people generalize, that is the only issue I've got, and that's why I'm kind of like talking about this, because, like I said, even when I share stories of Nigerians who are committing fraud in the US, I often say it's not every Nigerian in diaspora are committing fraud. Not every Nigerian who is in the US are committing fraud. Not every Nigerian who are in the UK are committing visa fraud or anything like that. So we should stop generalizing. And also, like the lady said earlier on that people that Nigerians are, when you work with Nigerians, they've got pride. When does someone having pride, when has it become a crime? If person show you happening, you should show them happening. If person is coming to you, coming across as being pompous, you should show them pumping that you are pompous. When has my attitude become a crime? So I don't understand all this talk of when you work with Nigerians, their attitude, blah 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 blah. If the attitude does not please you, then do you and let them do them as well. As long as they don't cross the boundary where they disrespect you at work or stuff like that. And if that happens, report to the HR. Report to the HR. So I don't see why. Obviously, like I said, when I did that live stream about the Igbo king, I did not support him. I clearly put out he's wrong out there. And I would have thought that, okay, for the fact they've had an issue, whoever is meant to speak to him, let them speak to him. If it means that he cut back on what he's been doing, whatever it is he want to do, let everybody in his community benefit from it. It shouldn't be Igbos and Nigerians alone. And I'm still of that opinion that whatever he's going to be doing, not be only Nigerian people or Igbo people must benefit. It has to be everybody. And also with the instance in South Africa as well, like I said, South Africa, there's crime everywhere. Each and every African country, crimes there. So you can't say because Nigerians are now coming out, whatever crime that is happening in South Africa now, you're not saying that it's Nigerians that are committing those crimes. And also, like I said, if anybody commits a crime, arrest the person that has committed the crime, let them pay for their crimes. Just because one person committed a crime does not mean that you now paint every Nigerian in South Africa with the same brush. Now I was hearing South Africans are taking our women. Let me even see if I can find that video. South Africans are taking our women. South Africans are taking our women. And I was like, come, is that the bone of contention for some people? Is that the bone of contention for some people? Nigerians are taking your women? Like, make it make sense. I don't understand. Make it make sense. Let me see if I can find that video where they were talking about Nigerians taking their women. And I was like, wow, which kind of talk with this one again? Nigerians taking their women. Yeah? When does that become a thing? Nigerians taking our women. I don't even know if I can find the post now. Anyway, guys, the link to the call is in the comment section. If anyone wants to come in and say one or two things, please feel free to come in and say one or two things, okay? And then I will we'll take a couple of calls and then we'll round up. I can't seem to find that post of where that guy was talking about Nigerians taking their women. Anybody, when it comes to relationship, anybody can date anybody. Why should it be Nigerians are taking our women? Like, I don't understand. No, I don't understand. Anyway, guys, the link to the call is in the comment section. I'll take a couple of calls and then we'll round up. Let me drop the link again. I'm just going to take about 2 calls so that we are here for an hour and then we round up, guys, okay? The link to the call is in the comment section. If you click on it, and I'll take 2 calls or as much calls as we can take. And then by the time we reach the 1 hour mark, I will end the live stream. And if there are no call, and then we might start. So I'm just going to see if I can read any of your comments here, and then we'll move on from there. Okay. Chineye said, I really want to say that one of the things that Nigerians are capable of doing is getting out something. Exactly, yeah. Everything should not be content. Absolutely true. But she said it's postponed. Well, whatever they want to get from the protest, if the protest is going to chase all the Nigerians out of their country, whatever, let them carry on. But like, what I'm going to say is this: if there's any Nigerian who is in Ghana or any Nigerian with South Africa, if you don't feel safe, please come back home. Come back home, because if anything happens to you, if you come across danger, Nigerian government will not come and find you. They will not even come and treat you. So please, if you know you are starting to become fearful for your life, either in Ghana or either in South Africa, just leave. Leave. Okay, leave. There's no point, staying there trying to think that. Obviously, I know some people have been there for years. It's easier said than done asking them to leave. But like I said, if you don't feel safe any longer, the best thing is to leave. Hello, Abby, welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Good
How are
afternoon.
you? Good
I'm
afternoon.
good, thank you. Hope you're good too. So
I'm
I
good.
just wanted to say a few things, right? First things first, I don't like that the idea of migration generally is that it's beneficial, right?
Yeah.
Most of
Mm-hmm.
the time when any country opens their borders to another, to other people, other citizens or citizens of other countries, should I say, it's
Mm-hmm.
because it's also beneficial to their own economy, right?
Yeah.
I live
Mm-hmm.
abroad. I'm Nigerian. I wouldn't be here if, well, technically, I probably don't count because I'm British, but you get my point where I add value to the country. I've paid
Absolutely.
tuition fees, I pay my taxes, all of that stuff. Cool. I say this to say that there's always balance, there's always good eggs, even amongst these bad people, right? There are
Mm.
Nigerians in Ghana and in all of these countries that add value to the country.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, with the way news media, social media works, most of the time the spotlight is put on negative news because that is what sells. And I
Yeah.
don't like that. We have a lot of Ghanaians that will tell you they know Nigerians, they're lovely. What is even funny is that the influx of Ghanaians getting married to Nigerians in the diaspora is ridiculous. So we're going to have a couple more generations of half Ghanaians and half Nigerians. So what do we do from with that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I say this to say that there's good people. That's why I don't like the generalization. And honestly, as a Nigerian, I'm very sad that it has come to this because at the end of the day, we know that Nigerians are go-getters. Nigerians are top everywhere in the world, whatever they do. And it's
Mm-hmm.
sad that with all of these skills, it's sad that with all of this, intelligence, it's sad with all of this tenacity, we're not able to use it to build our own country because
Yeah.
actually we have what it takes as individuals to build our country. I've never been in a room where there's 10 black people and Nigerians do not stand out positively. It's
Mm-hmm.
just, I'm not the one that said it. It is known around the world, right? Go and do your research. If there's five black people abroad in a room, Nigerians are top, of those five people. And it's just sad that with all of this, expertise, we can't use it to build our own country. And, that's just the reality of things. Even the Ghanaians know that even their own government is not perfect. At the end of the day, we're the ones that are on the receiving end of bad governance, whether it's Ghana, whether it's Nigeria, whether it's any other country. And that should even be the focus. Why, as a nation, are we not better? So
Mm.
that's kind of what annoys me, where it's just like all of this fighting each other is, distracting the bigger picture of how Africa should even be better as a whole. You know,
Absolutely.
there's
Yeah.
absolutely nothing, absolutely. We agree that for those that are criminals, for people like this chief or what is he calling himself, king,
Okay.
people like this have no business doing what they're doing. This channel,
Absolutely.
if you follow this channel, I know some of you have just come in just because of the current news, but we're
Yeah.
constantly calling out Nigerians that give Nigeria a bad name. However, it is not fair to just generalize and make it seem like every Nigerian is bad. It's not fair, you know.
Absolutely.
And making it seem like, I also wanted to remind everyone that, let me tell you something, in comparison to Ghana, in comparison to many other African countries, we are close to 300 million people, maybe even more. So generally, we're going to have more spotlights just because of our a number, right? Our population is ridiculous. So it's
Yes.
only natural that there's more of us in anywhere that we migrate to because we're a lot, you know?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
of course, generally, it's going to seem like there's so much more going on with
Yes. Yeah.
Nigerians
Mm.
because we're a lot of people. Do you understand? So
Mm.
even in the UK, we have more Nigerians than we have Ghanaians. We have,
Absolutely.
there's a reason. One of the reasons is our population outside of our expertise and everything else, right? So at the end of the day, you have to also understand that Nigerians are also unfortunately on the receiving end of bad governance. They're
Mm.
on, so they're actually constantly migrating because they actually want a better life. And it's
Exactly.
sad that it has come to this where even people that are closer to us, that are meant to accept us, are going against the good ones that are adding value to their own countries. So
Mm.
that's my problem here. By all means, be angry at the bad eggs, but don't generalize and make it seem like every Nigerian is bad.
Mm. Thank you so much, Abby, for that. I really appreciate your contribution. Thank you so much. Guys, the link is in the comment section. If anybody wants to come in and maybe drop their opinion, guys, please come in respectfully. If you come in and start saying something here, I'm going to block you. So I can still take one more call. I've got another 4 minutes and I can take one more call. If anybody wants to jump in and drop a few comments or not, fine. But in all, like I said, just like Abby has pretty much sums it all. And also people, people are bound to move everywhere. We go everywhere. And just like I said earlier on that, even here in diaspora, you know what, there's no day in the UK that you don't hear one is about Nigerians. But then does that make me the same person as a Nigerian that they've called out? No. No, some of us believe that if you go somewhere else that is not where you originated from originally, you behave yourself because you've left. You know why you left your home country, and you're not going to go somewhere else and start behaving like a nuisance and start causing mayhem and stuff like that. So, I hope the message has been passed. And for those who still want the protest to go ahead, well, good luck to you guys. But all I know is this: we all go somewhere because we get some sort of benefit, just like Abby has said. If you're in a place and it's not benefiting you, feel free to leave. And I'm going to say this lasting closing words. If you don't feel safe wherever you are, go home. Okay? Go home. Yes, I understand the Ghanaians are saying that, okay, let the Igbos go. Let the Igbos go. Let the Igbos go. Let the Igbos go. That it shouldn't be happening. We've called out the wrong of the person. Now they said the man in question has already apologized. Let people live their lives. Let people live their lives. Okay, that's pretty much what I'm going to say there. There's no point. We're all in Africa. So if another African country is doing better than you, no big deal. But then if you now decide to now come over and you're not shutting your door at us, well, at the end of the day, Buhari just passed away. Oh. I'm sure you guys saw what Buhari's site looked like. We also what Buhari's gravesite looked like. It's not encrusted in diamonds. His coffin was not encrusted in diamonds. At the end of the day, when it's time for us all to leave, that's how we're going to leave.
And you know what is crazy, sis? What's crazy is that on an international level, everything that we Nigerians go through, Ghanaians go through as well.
Exactly.
That was even very painful. That's what's painful. I've never seen, every time the UK has said anything, is Ghanaians, is Nigerians, Ghanaians, like literally. Do you understand? So my point is, it is rare. Every time we see negative news about Black people, it's until you read, a couple more lines that you now see origin Nigeria. But the first thing is Black, 32-year-old Black. Do you
Exactly.
understand? It's when you now read, you now see Jamaican, no, you see Nigerian, no, you see Ghanaian, and that's what is sad. You just see fraudster, Black, African descent. That's what you see. So it's crazy that you guys think that you're actually special on an internet. You're not special because on an international level, the spotlight is on all of us. So you should understand that unfortunately, Nigerians are actually a product of bad governance, and it's not that far off from Ghana, if we're being very honest. I mean, we all have Ghanaian friends, don't we? No one is happy about our leaders, to be honest. Some might be slightly worse. I don't even think that, that ridiculously. I think the major issue here is our numbers. Our population is ridiculous. So everything is amplified.
Yeah.
Everything with Nigeria is amplified for that reason.
True.
So,
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Abby. You have said well. I've got somebody here. This is the last call I'm going to take. And Savior, I'll say Savior, welcome, and please share your yeah. Please say your opinion there.
All right. I just want to make something clear.
Okay.
Let our brothers and sisters, our mothers and fathers in the neighboring country, they should know one thing. It is not that Ghana just woke up one day and said Nigerians should go. No. We should get it straight. We should get something straight. See, we love Nigerians as our own. Nigerians also love us as their own. We understand. But this is the case whereby someone just one day stood up, not just one day stood up. He stood up saying, I'm going to acquire a land and I'm going to sell it. Listen to me carefully.
Let me quickly. Has he already acquired the land, or is about to acquire the land?
He said he has
He
acquired
has
the
acquired
land.
the land. All right, okay.
You see, and he is going to, make his own territory. Like, he will preserve some land for people who will come and buy, like Igbos, not even Nigerians, Igbos. They will come and buy it. So if you get this idea, what comes in your mind? It is an insult to the nation, to the country. You can't come and buy something from. Let me put it this way: there is this something went on the last time. This Nigerian guy rented a room, and he brought in some people. As time goes on, the landlord spoke about it. They killed the landlord.
That's
This is
unfortunate.
why. Sorry.
I said that's
This
an
is why.
then yeah.
Yes. This is why we don't want it to happen. It is happening gradually. It is happening gradually. So if we don't stand up, or if we don't stand up and talk about this, it will get up our hands. You see, we are not against anybody. We are not against Nigerians. We are one people. We understand that. But you get it in mind when you go to other countries. Every time we know Ghanaians, some of us are bad. Nigerians, some of you are bad. We understand. But this is the case whereby the rate is, going up. Nigerians are banned from here. They are banned from here. They are banned from here. See, it is not good. It is not really good. We should get it straight. We should, you should sit down and talk to your people, or you should team up as one nation and talk to your people. You talk to yourselves, advise yourselves. You don't have to put it on Ghanaians that small Ghanaian. Like you see what people are saying. That small Ghana,
I've
so-called
never
Ghana.
heard
Like
of
you
it.
don't have
I've
to.
only ever heard of it in the past few days, though, to be honest. I never knew they started.
Yes, I have. Even today, a certain guy. I don't want to mention his platform name here.
Yeah, that's fine, no problem.
You see, it's not good. We love you people, but this is the case whereby what his intentions, they are good, but this is the case whereby it has been happening several times. Ghanaian, Nigerians, some Nigerians are killing their own landlords in cold blood, stabbing them. This is not good. So if you sit down like this, we watch them like this. As time goes on, in the near future, let me say, in the near future, by 2015, 10 years to come, they will overpower us. Nigerians are many, we understand. But we don't hate anybody. We don't hate you guys. And, this protest, when this Igbo kinship thing going viral, we just heard that there was this Ghanaian lady at Ghana Embassy in Nigeria. They killed her. They took her life because we said we are going to do demonstration or something like that. Have you ever heard or did you hear that any Ghanaian has, unlife somebody or killed someone in this particular, protest? Nobody even touched any Nigerian.
But we've seen videos of Nigerian businesses being broken into. And like I said,
Bro, let me tell you something.
Just let them do the protest in a way that it will not affect people who are actually law abiding, who are minding their
that
business.
Is what,
some protests are not breaking into shops,
Yes, we understand. That is what we are doing. And let me tell you something. You know something? I have this friend. He has this Nigerian. He is in a certain Nigerian group. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
And the friend told him that, do you know something? Some of our own Nigerians, because of the protest you people want to do, they are trying to mix up with you Ghanaians. I am not saying Ghanaians are not doing it. Let me get me right. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Ghanaians are not doing it. Some Ghanaians will be doing it, but they will be siding up with some Nigerians because of what my friend told me. I just said
somebody mentioned something similar to this yesterday at the show we did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Ghanaians, we are not afraid of anything, but we are very, very we don't want shedding blood. Let me put it that way. And I am not saying Nigerians are those who shed blood always. We have the bad ones there, but the majority, we don't hate Nigerians. We don't hate you people. We love you as our own brothers. We love you people. And our parents were there before. So we love you people. So there is nothing like we hate you, we are in combat with you guys or something like that. We should get it straight. You should sit down, even though our leaders are not doing it right. But we should sit down. We should do our homework well, because when you go to Dubai, Nigerians. When you come to Qatar, Nigerians. When you go to Bahrain, Nigerians. Wherever you go on this planet, Nigerians. You see?
Is that a problem?
I was in Sorry?
Is that a problem?
Yes, the thing is, the Nigerians we are saying about, it's not like they are calling them, like they are mentioning their name negatively in many like different aspects of life. Nigerians are doing this, they are doing that. Like, it's not fair. And let me get, you should get this straight. No
Do you know that
Ghanaian
there are
ever
also
rose up.
Ghanaians that are doing? Do you know there are also Ghanaians that are doing bad stuff and are hiding under the disguise that they are Nigerians?
Yeah, somebody
Yes,
mentioned
I
that
am not
yesterday as
saying.
well. Yeah.
Yes, I
No,
am
I'm
not
just
saying that
asking yes or no.
Ghanaians we are perfect. We are not all that perfect. We are not
Mr.
angels.
Savior, I'm going to give you another 3 minutes to round up your points. I've got a few people waiting to
Okay.
come their opinion. So
All
your
right.
3 minutes starts now. Okay. So you can
All
round
right.
up your contribution.
What I want to say, what I want to tell my brothers, my mothers in Nigeria, they shouldn't take it to her like. They shouldn't get us wrong. But what I want them to do, they should call themselves, like collectively, they should come together and sit down and clean that bad name, like they are creating for Africa. I stand to be corrected, please. I stand to be corrected. Based on based on what we've heard and we've seen, that is why I'm saying this. That is why I'm saying this. A certain lady just spoke up right now before I was coming. He said, yes, our governance is very bad compared to Ghana. I understand. We are all suffering from bad leadership. But this is not the case whereby we should compromise for some foreigners to come and take over our country. That is why we are fighting, because it has happened before. It has happened before. You see, and we don't want the case whereby we will go and our generation will come and suffer the results. It's not fine. So they should sit down. You can't come and build a castle or a kingdom and buy many or a very vast land and sell it among yourselves. Like, who does that? They should. That is why we are fighting. We are not fighting. We are sending Nigerians away because of they are coming to stay in our country or something like that. No.
All right.
We love ourselves.
Thank you for your contribution. I really appreciate your contribution. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sanatu, you have the floor.
Sorry, what's the person's name that just spoke now?
Mr. Shrimp. I will refer to him as Mr. Shrimp because I can't
Okay,
see.
Mr. Shrimp. Okay, so I appreciate your contribution, right? But I also want to just make something clear. I feel like there's a complex issue going on, and that's like 100% understandable. And I think if this is your first time on this channel, I want you to go back and watch other Mom of Five's videos that she made, especially the one she made about this issue in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, if you go through it very well, we didn't support what Nigerians were doing over there. And the thing, what we didn't support was the kingship thing.
Yeah.
Like that video that you played. I think that was the only crime that the guy committed. Because even in America here, you find some people or some family members or some black people that will go and buy hectares of land. In America here, we have it in particular areas just because they want to build communities. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're like, oh, we want to have we want to have a safe black community. Oh, I want to be this community. My family members, everybody can get a land so that we can be close to each other. There's no crime in that. There's really no crime in that. It happens all over the world. It happens in developed countries. I don't know why Ghanaians are taking offense to that, saying that little by little they're going to take over their land. If you have issues with that, you're going to set up policies. But if you want your economy to grow, you have to be able to allow foreigners to invest. And what that guy was doing at that time is investment. You don't know what kind of investment he's going to bring and the people that he's going to bring. If what he's doing is going against your law and is promoting crime, that's when you're supposed to raise eyebrows. We have, let me tell you, in Kano now, Lebanese have taken over Kano. Have you ever had a Lebanese become governor? We have not been intimidated by them. If you go, if you're thinking why Kano people are white, because guess what? A lot of Lebanese are in Kano and they're marrying Kano indigenes and they're having mixed kids. Do you understand what I'm saying? People are coming from other countries to Nigeria to come and set up businesses. I went to Kaduna, one of the biggest bakery ostrich in Kaduna is owned by, I think, a Filipino or something like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? And people are getting businesses. That bakery is making millions of naira because they're able to maintain a certain standard in their business, and people are patronizing them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if somebody is
Yeah.
coming into your space and is bringing in value, I don't think that should be a problem. I think the only crime that that guy committed was naming himself king. And to be honest, a lot of communities, even in America, you have the chief of Igbos in North America. They named themselves like that, but I think his own was like self-proclaimed. That was where they became a little bit afraid of maybe what is he trying to do? He's trying to take over our land. That man is too little to take over the whole of Ghana. He's
Mm.
too little to do that. I'm just being
Yeah.
honest. I don't think
I,
Ghanaians are even going to allow that. Do you understand
I,
what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I feel like I said, Nigerians don't know how to play small. We
Yeah.
don't know how to play small. We don't know how to hide ourselves, and it's not a bad thing. When I mean, if we go to any place where we see, especially Igbo people are very enterprising. They are very resourceful. If they go to any place where the biggest store, number five in my village inside
Mm.
Kaduna, inside those Kapacha areas where lights no day, the biggest
Yeah.
provision store is owned by an Igbo person, and that thing has been there over 30 years. I'm telling you that. But because that guy is bringing so much value, he has become like one of us.
Mm.
Emeka is like one of us. He speaks our language. His family, his children, they grew up, married, left the place, they speak. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody has ever said that Emeka is opening store here. He has been some family members. Very soon Emeka will take over our land. No, he brought in value. And we do appreciate that. So I
Yeah.
think that as Africans, we have to like be able to work together and saying
Mm-hmm.
that you have to talk to your people, blah, blah, blah. Bro, let me tell you, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. I work in investigations. There are times that I will be the one to tell them that this person is not in Nigeria. I'm not even making this up. Because
Mm.
when we make the phone call to like ask a few things and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, where are you from originally? They say I'm Nigerian. I'm like, they don't call me because my first name is Susie. My middle
Mm.
name is not. They say, Susie, do you come here? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, this is not Nigerian. They're like, how do you know? I'm like, we know ourselves by our names. I'm like, this is a
Exactly.
Ghanaian name. So sometimes I'll tell them, Google this name and find the meaning. And you just see in Ghana, this name means from the tribe of this. You're like, oh my, I'm just telling you that. So it's not
Mm.
even, there are a lot of people that hide under the disguise of Nigerian because Nigerians are always in the bad eggs. We don't celebrate good things. Now, aside that kingship thing that that man do, tell me that attention and development has not been drawn to that area
Awesome.
that he bought.
True.
Tell me
Mm.
it has not been. We
Mm.
can't say that. But if you don't want to give him that credit now because you're upset over that, and that's very legit. I'm not even upset about that. Do you understand what I'm saying? But sometimes I just want to tell people do not despise opportunities that are coming to you over sentiment because I
Exactly.
feel like right now emotions are high and
Mm-hmm.
people are getting in their feelings. Ghanaians are getting in their feelings, blah, blah, blah. I've said before, Ghanaians are not bad people. Yeah, the last show that he did, Mama, I remember I got into a fight with Kukidola,
Yeah.
not like
Yes.
car
It's
fight.
still coming in after.
Yeah, almost all of us. And I said, listen, my brother married a Ghanaian, and because of Emilia, you cannot tell me bad thing about the Ghana person. I don't care what you have to say, just
Yeah.
because of Emilia. So I'm not going to wake up and say, just because of one person that went to buy hectares of land, I want to do development, I want to do business, and then you say, oh, eh, they are trying to take over our land or this and that. If Dangote brings the refinery to Ghana, will you people drive him away?
Mm.
We need to stop the hypocrisy. If
Exactly.
Dangote brings his refinery to Ghana, will you guys drive me away? People will even give him chieftaincy title because you know he's bringing value. But
Yeah.
just because of that small ice cream topping that he put on top and say he's the king of Igbos in Ghana, there's a huge problem with it. He's saying protest must hold. And that you guys, Ghanaians have done horrible things to Nigeria. Let's not even talk about that. Okay. But like I said in the last show, I would choose to talk about the good over the bad because I've had amazing experiences with Ghanaians. When I
Mm.
mean amazing, I mean amazing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you Ghanaians want to sit down now and bash Nigerians and say everything is Nigeria, Nigerians need to go and straighten it up. Every family has a bad egg.
Yeah.
Every family has a bad egg. Ghana had their own share of bad egg. I remember when Ghanaians were trooping into Nigeria in numbers. In numbers. Have we forgotten that part? So all of a sudden now, because things are working out for us, we are thinking that, oh, Nigerians are bad. And I'm not saying the issue that people are saying small Ghana is right. That's not a nice yo.
Yeah.
I will not subscribe to that. But
Yeah.
the point I'm making is that let's not forget once upon a time, Ghanaians were relying on Nigerians.
Mm.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because now it's getting better for us, I think that Nigerians are the bad egg. Like parents that will think that, oh, your children want to come and spoil my children. I don't want your children around your children. Nigerians should leave Ghana. Let me tell you something. I do agree. If we're able to set up our government, the resources that we have, Ghana don't have it. There's no country in Africa that has the resources Nigeria has. Do you understand? The
Yeah.
issue that we have is bad government, but that doesn't mean that people in Nigeria are bad.
Bad. Yeah. Mm.
So I'm not going to sit down here and say because somebody comes from polygamous home, there's a chance that he's going to be polygamous. No.
No.
A lot of people that even come from polygamous home, I will tell you that I can't marry more than two wives because I know what I saw with my eyes.
Mm.
So we should stop that tagging and say, oh, you should talk to your people, you should talk to your people. What that guy is doing is harmless. He's bringing value to you. Don't blind your eyes over because of somebody say chieftaincy title, which I know is not right, and then overhaul everything and say, oh, because he said that, then every other thing goes into the drain. Oh.
Thank you so much,
Well,
sir. I'm just going to put you on mute there so I could allow. There's two other people behind you, so I'll just mute you now to allow others in. Thank you so much, Sanatu. Uncle Kidola, that's you on stage. Unmute yourself, please. And your countdown starts now. Hello, sir.
Thank you, Minister. You see,
welcome, sir.
When I hear a Ghana man say talk to people, that's when you know they are hiding things, and this is the way they are. They will play it like if they're so nice, but actually they are poisoning you.
Yeah.
Why this Ghana man is not talking about Igbo men that are dying in Ghana, being poisoned by Ghana women and taking over their property? Nobody want to talk about that one. When they say, hey, the people, they will come and be very fierce. Look, after Nigeria, and Black Americans not buying land in Ghana, this is where you people will drive them also. You people are very good in pretending that you people love people, but you people never love nobody. Why is Nigeria and you people even communicating like that? There is Togo, there is Benin. Why are you people not so close? Why is that you people have to resort by coming to make us as friends, smuggling our oil to your territory? You understand? Do you want to tell the crime the Ghanaians are committing in Nigeria? You understand me? You know, all Ghanaians that came to Nigeria, you think it's all of them that is good? A man, maybe out of a big mouth, just said he want to do this, want to do that. They use that one to bring out the deep hatred they have about us. A Ghana man will sit with you here. He will say, Charlie, 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 continuously to you. Very nice. Treat you very nice. Deep inside his heart, he hates you. You understand me? All this was said, oh, they are so nice. This so when I hear all this from my body, only one like, hey, people don't know what you people are dealing with. You understand me? Yes, without Nigeria, Ghana economy will not even survive. Forget it. The economy is very small. Very, very small. Without Nigeria economy, they will not survive. Let people block the border. If everything will not collapse. Why are they not depending on Togo to boom? Why are they not depending on Benin Republic to boom? We that is even third country. You understand me? How that's why I say we're not even brought. If you talk about brotherly in terms of relativeness, ethnicity, and everything, you have to talk about Benin Republic and some part of Togo. That's how close we are. You understand me? But there's this guy say, yeah, you know we are brothers. Well, how are we brothers? Okay, because you speak English. That's just all. You understand me? That's just all. There's nothing like anything heavily related to ethnicity in terms of tribals, whatever it is. They say God came from. If they want to tell you, these Ghanaians, the hatred they have, they just say, yeah, God people behave like Nigeria. When I said go and check 1950 something, you think this hatred just come now? How do you think they drive Nigeria in the middle of civil war in Nigeria? You understand me? If you want to know the history of Ghana, you have to check Liberia. How did Charles Taylor, how did Samuel Doe died? Ghana man, General betrayed Samuel Doe. When Nigeria was guarding that man he died. When Ghana man, General Quino, take over, they could just bribe him, and he said when they say Nigeria are bad, they're corrupt. You know, talk about the badness in your society. Yes, I want people to bold enough to drive Nigeria. Drive Nigeria, let's see. So we can break away this relationship. The relationship is toxic. It's only one-sided. No good at all. On the 19th, flog all the Nigerians, destroy their shops, drive them out, so that we will see you for your true color. You do me, I do you. It will surely come. You understand me?
Don't let us,
why you affecting the Nigeria investment?
Don't let
why
us.
are you people affecting Nigeria investment?
Don't let us.
No, I want people to do it. On the 19th, destroy Nigeria people shops there, drive them out. You people like the investment and other things. Because of this thing, they say Nigeria come with crime, Nigeria come with this, Nigeria come with this. How can Nigeria man does not know nothing in your land? How did Nigeria know tracker there or whatever you call it there? And just be doing things. A stranger will enter Ghana if you don't speak that language. Even you are settled, they will know who you are. So when I hear they say talk to your people, you also talk to your people too. Talk to your people that their heaviness and their badness mind that they have against Nigerians. That's what I'm not talking about a recent one. This look, 1980, Ghana people that were doing tailor all over Nigeria, carry that machine in their shoulder, shoemaker, hotel work, everything. Did they not come also with prostitutes? Did they not also come with prostitutes? That even a Nigerian man will prefer to rent his where he sells things to Ghana to be Ghana women to be doing prostitutes there. You understand me? This Europe we're talking about.
Let me take another caller because there's a lot of people waiting behind you. So I'm giving everybody 5 minutes, and once everybody comes through, I will start over again if anybody wants to jump in. So I've got John Safo. Please unmute yourself, and your 5 minutes starts now.
Good afternoon to you and your viewers.
John, welcome.
I just want to make a big comment. I think sometimes Nigeria missed the point, the reason why all this happened. All this could have avoided. No Ghanaian have ever gone after Nigerian. To be honest, in Ghana, most of our immigration service deport almost every African country around West Africa, except for Nigerians. Nigerians have to do something really bad before they get deported. Some months ago, Ghana Immigration Service deported a lot of Niger. They haven't done anything wrong. So there is some sort of privilege for our brother Nigerians. But I think sometimes one thing we have studied about Nigerians is when something bad happens, instead of them doing some self-reflection and say, look, man bad. This Igbo King, for example, in the context of this discussion, when this guy starts breaking our constitution, because our constitution protects chieftaincy for a reason, because we want to avoid any tribe war. You know what I mean? So those tradition is protected. So you can't just come in and say it, because every time a Ghanaian there say I'm a chief, we have some sort of respect for him, so they can get away with stuff. And that's why the constitution protects all these names for a reason. So in context of him, he has been living in Ghana for a very long time. So he should know. If it was a new person who came to Ghana a year or 2 years, then they will be like, oh, he doesn't know. You know what I mean? But he knows. And one thing I realized most of Nigerians usually tell us is Ghanaians are very slow. It's not like we are very slow. We like keeping the archives, meaning everything that we say for the past decades, we archive it to know your intention. And the point that Nigeria makes of this Igbo King comment was he invites people, we interview them, and they keep on saying Biafra. You know what I mean? So Ghanaians was like, isn't Biafra a secret group in Africa, in our country, of make it clear we don't get involved with any separate group, either good or bad. So most Ghanaians don't get involved, either it's from Burkina, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, Niger, we don't. So after some Ghanaians saw that, they make their concern and they said to some of our leaders, look, if this young festival bringing some Biafra separate groups in the country, either good or bad, shouldn't you people be serious about it? You know what I mean? So there was a big discussion on the background, and people was, oh, it cannot be, we don't do that in Ghana. So someone make a point. If the Biafra people comes in, the opposition of that Biafra will also come in. And sooner or later, they will ally with the other tribes in Ghana. As Nigeria have tribes, Ghana have tribes, we all behave differently. You know what I mean? So the point was, we have to stop this guy before he bring other people who doesn't like him. It might cause our peace. So most of the time people ask why Ghana is a very peaceful country, because we take this thing serious. And I'll have some comments say, oh, it's not an issue, it's not an issue. It is an issue. Because what you're doing is inviting people we don't want, not because people hate Nigeria. In any case, when he started, he was talking about Igbos, Igbos, Igbos. He brought Nigeria in. That's why these protests became Nigerian instead of Igbos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As soon as he realized he was in trouble, he started bringing Nigeria in his comment. So Ghanaian was like, oh, okay, the Nigerian supporting. But those of us who know Nigeria, go to school, Nigeria, in Ghana, both even abroad, we know most of them are condemning it. Because he's so arrogant, so disrespectful, he called us uncultured people. Because we are this is a constitutional right to our leaders, not even him, to our leaders that look, you people should be serious here. Instead of he coming to respond, say, oh, Ghanaians, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. He called that uncultured. Imagine me coming to Nigeria, you exercise your constitutional right, and I tell you guys that you are uncivilized, uncultured. Trust me, I know the way you guys would have done to whoever will do that. And that's the truth. So what Ghanaians are saying, look, we have entertained you for so long because we didn't know your relation with other separate group across Africa. Now that we have seen all your young festival year in, year out, who the people you invite and what they say, we don't need that anymore. You know what I mean? So the best thing he could have done is just apologize, and this wouldn't have gone there. Even recently, our foreign minister, because we have two big political parties in Ghana, they haven't comment, meaning they don't want to do anything to Nigerians. You know what I mean? So our foreign minister at the moment invite this guy, make a huge letter to Ghanaians saying, oh, he have apologized, he said he won't do it again, blah, blah, blah. And with that, the foreign minister told the police, IGP, to stop the protest of today. You know what I mean? To move it to next week so that Ghanaian will be tired of protesting. So it's a way of them protesting Nigerians. You know what I mean? This guy, after the foreign minister wrote those letters, apologized on the behalf of him and all that, he decided to get another interview, not taking responsibilities. Because one thing Nigerians have to know, we are brought up in a different tribe, different home. Our country are brought up differently. There's certain words that I say in Nigeria, you might find offensive. There's certain words that you say in Ghana, we might find very offensive because we are not brought up that way. And the arrogant way of his speaking and the ignorant way of his speaking, Ghanaian was like, why is this guy that powerful? No one is telling him we don't do it like that. Because let me be honest with you, how Ghana tribes are. So Ghana, we have many tribes. We have some tribes that are related to Nigeria. We have houses, Ghanaians who relate to Nigeria in Hausa. We have so many tribes. We have Yorubas. When I'm in Shanti, when it comes to Kumasi, we have different type of Nigerians there who do their work. The law against retail in Ghana still works, but Ghanaians always allow Nigerians to do it anyway. So if you have realized there are some traders who have been complaining, but Ghanaians never support them. You know what I mean? But one thing Ghana doesn't want is our peace, because when we are kids, we are always told to prioritize peace. So therefore, every tribe in Ghana prioritize peace. Everyone that go extend or don't respect that always get into trouble. That's how it is. So if you want to live with Ghanaians, as other Nigerians have done, investing in Ghana and all that is not Ghanaians' issue. Because anytime we see something, it's straight to the peace. We have to react. But if you don't react, sooner or later, we have to also move up. You know what I mean? So if the intention of that guy is nothing to do with Nigeria being bad on that, but Nigeria being gone for a long time, let's be honest. And no Ghanaian have set any protest against them. Even those traders who tried, it never worked. Because Ghanaians like, but you go there to trade too. You know what I mean? So the point of all this Buhari is because his arrogant way of responding to issues, which is putting Nigerians into trouble. So Ghanaians are you trying to take over us or something? Because in Ghana, we all exercise our right to speak to any leader, any chief, if we are unhappy. It's the way it is. So the best thing he could have done, just apologize, tell Ghanaians, look, I didn't mean that. Because all the evidence all the interviews is he saying it. It's not us who said it to him. You know what I mean? But coming to deny it like it's fake, people have it was a national TV. You said it some years ago. You have repeated it every year for 13 years. So you can't tell us it's a lie. Instead of he apologize, he's trying to, the way we Ghanaians see it, it's like he tried to tell us he's up there. You know what I mean? And Ghanaians say, you're a businessman. Everybody goes to every country, do business, get money, invest in the country, get money, come back home, do something good. There's nothing wrong with that. Because even in UK here, we have Ghanaian communities around here. And it's not, Yoruba community is not targeted. I've never been targeted. It's him who brought it on the Yoruba community. Because Yoruba men who represent Kumasi, for example, have made it clear to him that we don't do that. It's causing an issue that wasn't there. Why do you want to rub shoulders with indignant Ghanaians who are king's chiefs? For what? What is the purpose of it? You know what I mean? So Ghanaians feel like because his people he invited are part of some separate group, he might bring them along with him. That's all the issue. So those other issues, Nigeria do this, Nigeria do that. Everybody have a bad apple in
their
community.
yeah.
You
Thank you
know
so
what
much.
I mean?
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate your contribution there. I'm going to start rounding up now, and I'll give others the chance to had their final opinion. So I'm going to start from Abby and then Sister Natu next. So Abby, have you got any finishing words here? And just to round this up.
At this point, anybody should do what they want. Pack Nigerians, 1 Ghanaian to 5 Nigerians, pack them out of the country. That's what's making people rest. I'm tired. That's all I have to say.
Okay, Abby, thank you so much. Right, Sister Natu, you have the floor. Rounding words. Unmute yourself and please leave
Listen, I have to go with my sister because I don't have energy. These people are in their feelings. Like I said earlier, if you go and watch the last video Mom of Five did, we didn't support the Nigerians what they were doing. We were all against them, and we were supporting Ghanaians. So it's just shocking, like how everybody just jump on this live now and you're coming for us. We even the last when Barakidola spoke, we were going head to head with him because he
Exactly,
was against the Ghanaians. We were for the Ghanaians, and I said I had a sister-in-law that's Ghanaian, and because of that one person and the example that she has shown, I can't write all Ghanaians off. So you can't come and write all Nigerians off. If and even when I spoke earlier, I said the one bad thing that this guy did to proclaim himself king because that's threatening. And the
this our
Ghanaians have said about that.
last week I was saying that there was talk of him talking about Biafra. If anybody has any of those interviews, please forward it to me. I would love to hear what you have.
Exactly, and that's what I said. I said if they hear anything like that, they're okay for their tentacles to go up and they say we don't want to have this, and there's nothing wrong in that. So you people are just in your feelings. You're not trying to get what we're trying to say. You're just trying to just listen to respond and not listen to comprehend. So like Abby said, everybody should do what they want to do. Shikina.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, I want to address one last thing, please. I want everybody to understand something. Uncle Kidola is our person.
Yes.
We speak to him across different platforms. Like we know him. Don't you dare tell us that we're bullying him. We disagree with each other all the time. I've not always.
Our own is healthy disagreement.
Exactly, it's healthy. So
For
you
our
can
family.
fight for our own person and tell us that we're bullying him. Please mind yourself, that person in the comments, in case you're still listening. Don't cause a problem where there's no problem. We understand ourselves. Some of us talk outside of YouTube. Don't try it again. That's all.
Thank you so much, Abby. Thank you so much. Right, Uncle Kidola, last rounding words, please.
I greet my great sister Abby. God bless you a lot. Hey guys, it's not bullying me.
Uncle Kidola, I'm still on meeting my mic, ready to fight you again, and then I'll talk to you later on another channel. I will love ourselves.
see this problem, man. I understand. That man are just only one man or two guys. Maybe when they parade themselves as kind of like maybe because it could associate with some certain chiefs in God there, phrase.
Mm.
I think by those God chiefs alone saying it's not part of the chieftain's title or it doesn't belong to any chieftain at all, that would have settled this problem. Just say those guys alone, because they have authority, because they have power. This man have no land. I think maybe he might have one, maybe 6-bedroom house. That's where he paint his house, gold inside that place. Those chiefs will say is nobody. You should not recognize him on anything. But what happened is this: there are some Ghanaians abroad who sponsor these things, and this Ghanaian abroad, like this guy that talking very softly. So these are the ones that channel the OT to their people in Ghana. Say, go and protest. These Nigerians will take over that country. Look, on the 19th, you people should chase Nigeria out, destroy their things, drive them out.
Don't want that. I saw
because you know I'm saying it, so that this relationship will finally be can destroy down. Not like you people that you know there are a lot of Ghanaians in Lagos. Sometimes we don't even know if they are Ghanaians or not. You know that there are a lot of Ghanaians who own private schools in VI who never actually went back anymore. But you petted our politicians to come and buy some houses in your territory, to come and do this, to come and do that. But maybe this guy, because of his, I don't know, no Nigeria supported this guy. No, in Nigeria, for you to need to control land. No Nigeria, they said to people, why no Nigeria support this man? Because you cannot be a king in somebody else's land. For you to be a king, you have to be on your own land. And you must have to be stood by your people. Now, not by traders. I don't know. There, we said if you catch Nigerians as criminals, you people have law. Try them, prosecute them, jail them. Whatever law that follow that, whatever their crime, whatever there. But what should people say? Talk to people. You people should also talk to people also. Not this kind of come with nice face, go the back and say Nigeria, this Nigeria. If you listen to their showroom, they will never allow Nigeria to come to their stage, to come and even address us. But we're not like this. No, they will block you out. I see a lot of Nigerians who wanted to come to their this thing. These people are naturally born pretenders. If I'm not lying, these people are naturally born pretenders.
Let's not go there.
How about the Igbos that are dying there? Who businessmen, who properties? Who properties that Ghana women are poisoning there? They don't know what killed them there. We don't know what is going on because Nigeria don't voice out to you. People can easily come and voice, join South Africa to attack us. We shall see. Let this relationship break. You people go and make friendship. I think Togo is close to you people. Benin is close to you people. Why you people not really having deep something to do with them? That's Nigeria have to ask them first. Why are we so connected?
Like 1 minute is off.
Thank you, my
we love you.
Yeah. So, Mr. John, 2 minutes, please, just to give your last thing, round up for us, okay? 2 minutes just to, round up your thoughts, and then we shall end this live stream, guys. If you're still there.
Before I make my last comment, I just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity. Because I didn't say it before.
You're welcome.
I've heard the Mr. I don't know his name, accusing Ghanaians of doing something bad too. That's not the point. That's the point I make it earlier. That every country have the way of bringing their culture, and you have to respect that. If Ghanaians in Nigeria are doing something bad and you are not voicing out, that means you don't love your country, in my view. But any patriotic person who love his or her country will voice out something bad. You know what I mean? So if Ghanaians are exercising their constitution right, I don't see the issue. I don't know how Nigeria constitution rights are done because I only been in Nigeria once. I don't know, but I'm just saying what Ghanaians, as Ghanaians, we see things in the country. If you feel that a Ghanaian is doing something bad, even as Ghanaians, we will snitch you out. Everybody who knows the typical Ghanaian communities, you do something bad that affects our community, we will snitch you out. It's as simple as that. And he's saying about investment and all that. No, Ghanaians will not poor. I have to make it clear to Nigerians. We may be a small country, but we are not poor. There's a reason why we call us Gold Coast before. from half of Ghana downward, anywhere you mine, either surface mining, which we call the say now, you get gold. The problem with us Ghanaians, we don't pursue wealth like that. We pursue wealth in a different way. And there's nothing wrong with that. So let's not behave as if Ghana is a poor country and all that. We got independence earlier
Mr.
than
John,
everyone.
look at the comment I've just dropped now, because I remember when you were speaking earlier, you said obviously the Igbo king said something about Biafra 13 years ago. How many years ago?
Yes, I made
So
it clear to you that he was doing a Yam Festival for 13 years now.
So
So
somebody
when you're doing
comment now.
when you're doing Yam Festival, I know your channel, so I might get the clip and maybe link you to it.
Yes,
when you're
please.
doing Yam Festival.
I've just pasted a comment on the screen. The person said, please, the man didn't talk about Biafra. Be honest here.
No,
So
I think you didn't understand me. Sometimes now, but you are the leader of a community. You are doing Yam Festival. The community, the people that you invited from Nigeria are Igbos. Some of them are talking about Biafra. That's where the concerned Ghanaians who raised this issue started from, before even the kinship came. That's why I tried to tell you. I think you are people are misunderstood where the issue came from. You know, when issue are there, it piles. You know what I mean? So you start from 13 years ago. The concerned Ghanaian who brought it up said, this year, you said this, said that, you said this. So they conclude that this guy is trying to take over. I don't know if what I'm trying to say makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's why they concluded. Because if you are leading a community, association, whatever, and whoever comes speak about separate group, which is against our law, and people brought it up, and then later you came to say you are a king, you are building something for a community. You know what I mean? Because let me be honest, in Ghana you have different communities.
Yeah.
Sometimes people build communities, they don't talk about it. There's a reason for that. You know what I mean? We have, for example, I'll give you an example before I leave. There's this Lebanon communities that used to be there around the 80s. They did similar thing to this. They were sacked. So the new ones that have came in, they don't talk about community anymore. So it's not only Nigerians who have done it before. There was Lebanon community, a huge Lebanon community in the 80s, 70s, which we sacked them all because of some of these comments. So what I'm trying to say is this thing could have been avoided, but the guy keep on responding arrogantly to issues. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah, sure.
Bro,
Yeah, so
bro,
he said he's Igbo. Now he says he's in Nigeria. Because in this issue, Nigeria wasn't in at all. That's what I'm trying to say.
Can I ask you something? Because you wanted to use Igbo as a front head to divide Nigeria, say, yeah, it's Igbo.
But that's not the point. The point is, if you post issue, someone will take advantage of it. That's why I'm saying sometimes Nigeria refuses to understand certain things.
No, because
Bratilola, can you finish? Bratilola, can you finish? Can you finish, please,
Can I
Bratilola?
finish?
Can you finish?
Can I
Do you
finish?
know if Ghana
Respectfully.
man?
When you're talking, please. When you're talking, I never interrupted.
Mute Uncle Ola, please.
I respect the platform. That's why I didn't interrupt it. If you can let me finish, and if our lady can give us time, I don't mind debating on that. But I just want to finish.
Continue. Yeah, continue.
This is what Nigeria doesn't understand. And the fact that Nigeria doesn't understand that, that's the reason why some countries are having issues. Not because you are bad people. It's just that you don't understand the perspective of the other person. That's the whole issue. Look, if you are in a house, you rent a house, you rent it to me, I decide to renovate the house the way I like. I told you, no, I'm renting the house to you. Don't renovate it like that. There's no issue. There's no hate. No one is sponsoring any Ghanaian. It's the way Ghanaian we are brought up. When we see something that we believe will affect our peace, we all come together and we do something about it. I don't know about Nigeria, so stop saying people are sponsoring them. No one sponsored Ghanaian protests.
Okay.
It's something we are brought up with. That's why you should understand. We are brought up with, if something is going against our peace, we all come together as a community, we speak against it. With this issue, Ghana authorities decided not to respond. That's why these protests came in the first place. If the foreign minister have done the needful, it won't even have come. They decide to play the mind of Ghanaian. They were hoping the guy could have responded better, but he responded arrogantly, calling Ghanaians on their land, they're uncivilized, uncultured. That's a huge insult. Even for a diplomatic passport, you cannot say that. That's the reason why when he was detained, Nigeria High Commission went there with him. And Ghanaians released him with the respect and the brotherhood of Nigeria and Ghana. But my point of this is not me trying to convince any Nigerian. My point is Nigerians have to understand every country have its culture and the way they respond to issues. If you cannot mingle with those, you always have issues with other countries. And the results are there. It's not me saying it. Dubai is banding, this is doing that. Sometimes in life, when you are within a community and everyone are saying something about you, just sit down, reflect, do something different. Because Nigeria is the giant of Africa. We all know that. You have the biggest labor people in Africa. So if you want to lead Africa, you have to also sometimes self-reflect of these issues so that the other small country like Ghana will be like, oh, maybe our big brother is doing so that we can follow. But if you keep on getting in conflict with issues about people's culture, the way people behave, and blaming the other person instead of yourself, you always have issue with other country. And it's a fact. Ghana doesn't hate Nigeria at all. I make it clear when I started. We deport Nigerians, Burkina Faso, everyone in Ghana except for Nigerians, unless Nigeria do something bad. You can go look at our records. So stop
please, 30 seconds.
Nigerians. All that Ghanaians are saying, big brother, just
yes, Senator.
30 seconds, please. So for the people that didn't no, bro, okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I'm doing this because of you. For the people that did not watch the last live, let me give you a recap in 1 minute. In the last live that we did, we said that if you go to anybody's house, you have to respect the rules in the house. That was what we said. And we said if you are visiting or you decide to stay, the person that owns that place has to know what you're there for, how long you're doing. And if you're renting a property from someone to do any business, the person has to know the kind of business you're doing. If it doesn't align with you, the person has the right to say no. And we supported Ghanaians in the last live. We said if whatever that guy is doing does not align with them, they have the right to reject it. And but the only thing that we stood against is that not all Nigerians are bad. So if that's the decision that he's making that decision independently and whoever he's working with. But that does not represent the whole of Nigerians to do that because we have maintained a very good relationship with Ghanaians for a very long time. I will remember, I remember when Ghanaians were coming to Nigeria and just were going to Ghana, were marrying each other. And I give an example when my cousin married a Ghanaian. So
I had a Ghanaian teacher as well.
Exactly. So we never, even our headmaster in school was Ghanaian too. And Ghanaians had one of the most amazing snacks. And we never ever said that Ghanaians do not have the right to stand up for what they do not want or what they do not agree. We said they have every right to. And we said, Nigerians, if you go to a foreign land, you have to respect the rules. This is not your home. That was what we said. If what you're doing, kingship, does not align with them and they say no, you have to respect that. If you want to be a king, go to your village and be a king. Since you guys don't want to watch the live, you want to be here and be bashing, this is a recap of what we said. We never in any way supported any Nigerian doing anything that negates or stand against Ghanaians' policy or rules or will bring down what their government stands for. So you guys know this and know that straight. But what we're saying is that whatever you're trying to do for what that man did will affect other innocent Nigerians that have been there doing things legally and legit. That's what we said.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tanada, for clarifying that. Right. I think I need to put it up.
Mr. 30 seconds.
Mr. Ola, 30 seconds. No,
this guy here coming. I told you, I said they will always come in different form.
No, Mr. Ola, I'm coming. You see now, even when I finish explaining this thing now, somebody is saying again, who told you that you can be a king on that person's land? That's what we just said. We said that you cannot be a king on another person's land. Go to your land and be a king. That's what we said. You people just listen and don't comprehend. God damn it.
They will come in different form. I want to speak very nice and everything. They are people as scammers. They're taking them now to United States also. There are people now, they've been taken to United States also now because they start catching them. Before you think it's Nigeria. You understand me? What happened to a very big French bank? A Ghana guy sit there and trade with the money that's not supposed to be traded, almost about $2 million. The guy finished that account. A Ghana guy. Do you see Nigeria coming to YouTube and start demarketing or start saying, oh, that Ghana guy? I told you these people, the moment they see Nigeria, something in them, neither they go low or they will squeeze. You understand me? In anything, they are deep. I think Nigeria would have asked Togo and Benin Republic, who are these people really? That why are they not so close to this Benin Republic and these people?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Uncle Kidola, your 30 seconds is up. Your 30 seconds is up. Your 30 seconds is up. So guys, I want to quickly say something. So the last live stream we did about this issue, my stance was that you cannot be a foreigner in Ghana and you want to be a king there. Only I know there are like I cited an example that okay, now I myself have been living in Scotland for 20 years. So for the fact that I have now been living in Scotland for 20 years, now because I am rich, I have money, I now bought an estate for myself. I now said, okay, now that I have bought an estate for myself, because I have been here for 20 years, I am now the queen of Yoruba people in Scotland. I cannot freaking do that. If I was given an honorary role, or maybe I was honored as a mayor, then I can now say, okay, I have these services that I want to provide because I'm African, but that services will include every tribe in Scotland. I am not going to say, oh, it's only for Yoruba and Nigerian people alone. That is what this chief, whatever wanted to do in Ghana. Hence why the Ghanaians are not happy. And hence why I was kicking against him, saying, no, okay, if the Ghanaian people recognize the role they gave you, so you now say you want to start providing services for Igbo people alone. That's wrong. That's wrong. Whatever services, whatever help you want to start giving Igbos and Nigerians in Ghana, it must include everybody in that community. Ghanaians or whatever tribe, it must include everybody. If you want to do it for Igbo people alone in Ghana, then you need to pack your bags and go back to your country. You need to go back to Igbo land. That was my stance. So I am not saying that, oh, the Ghanaians are wrong for signing up. No, I am actually, that last video I did, I was actually behind the Ghanaian people that, yes, I understand where they're coming from. You can't say because you've been living in Ghana for how many years, you now want to start providing help for Ghana and for Igbo people. You now want to exclude Ghanaians. It's wrong. You need to make sure that help is available to everybody. If you know it is just for Igbos alone, then you need to pack your bag and go back to Inewi, where you came from. That was my stance. Okay, so I've got a couple more people that are here now. Guys, please, before I add you onto this call, I want you to be very, very respectful with your words. I don't want to call in anybody names. If you call anybody names, I'm going to take you off the show. So the next person I'm adding now is is Musa. I hope that's your name. I'm giving you 5 minutes of talking time. As soon as the timer goes off, please, your 5 minutes will end. So your 5 minutes starts now, Musa. I think it's left. Okay, the next person is Mr. Deal. Welcome,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
Now.
Yeah, and thank you very much. I'm really happy to be in your show every time. Yes,
Welcome,
I
sir.
listened to the last two guys that spoke, the Nigerian guy, and I also listened to the Ghanaian guy
Yeah.
who spoke. When you look at this thing, because I speak like a lawyer, okay? I'm talking like like a legal person.
Mm-hmm.
Whether Nigeria or Ghana, like for example, this king issue that happened now, whereby they said the king, and the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, from my view or from general view, whether they like it or not,
Yeah.
the Igbo king made a mistake. That is the first step. Then the second step, the Ghanaian people now made more mistake by asking Igbo must go or Nigeria must go.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to say is this. First of all, Ghanaians, it is Igbo, it is that particular man who made a mistake by that word. Okay, that is a fact. But
Yeah.
on the other hand, we cannot use mistake to cure mistake.
Mm-hmm.
So Ghanaians should not be saying it, because whether you like it or not, I'm speaking from my view, and I believe this is my view. It is general view. Many of the Ghanaians, uh, I, I'm in Christ Embassy. Pastor Chris said when something happened, okay, it is not happening because of now. It happened because of history. Many of the Ghanaians, they don't like Nigerians. That is the facts there.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it on the news, because if they like Nigeria, why will you be saying Nigeria must go? Why will you be saying Ghana must go? Okay, so that is the fact. Whether they like it or not, many of them do not like Nigerians. But from the Nigerian side, I cannot really speak from there. So
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say here is this: Ghanaians should be very careful Also Nigeria. Ghana is I don't know, maybe less than 30 million population. Nigeria is 230 million population.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the history, cite China for example. Many
Yeah.
years ago, everybody were discriminating China. I mean, Asian countries. Today, China is king because of population. Population is king. That's the fact. So I expect, from my view, Ghanaians should, yes, Nigeria, some of them, they are bad. We know. But Ghanaians should position themselves in a way that, in short, Ghanaian can benefit more from Nigeria than Nigerian benefiting from Ghana. That is the truth. We have the population. We have the market. So, from my view, Ghanaian, please do not use bad word against Nigerians. And also, Nigerian too, we will not use bad word against you guys. Because my sister, there's a way we would argue this thing and nobody will win. Because that
Exactly.
Ghanaian guy will bring his,
Mm.
the Ghanaian guy will bring his own area, which is true. The
Yeah,
Nigerian guy will also bring his own area, which is true.
which
So
is
nobody
true.
will win.
Nobody will.
So, for my view, is let's just tackle this thing in a peaceful way.
Mm.
Whoever is at fault, we deal with that particular man. That is it.
Exactly. That is it exactly. Yeah, that's
In
my
short,
stance.
yes, yes. In short, I think I end my statement there. Whoever is at fault, whether problem happen next week or next month, let us deal with that particular person. Let's not generalize things.
Mm.
Again, Ghanaian, from my in short conclusion, Ghanaian, I'm a statistician. Ghanaian has more to gain from Nigerian than Nigerian to gain from Ghana. That is it. It's a fact.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank
Savior,
you.
your 5 minutes starts now. Your 5 minutes starts now. Savior, mute yourself.
Okay, thank you. I'll say thank you to everyone.
You're welcome.
From my perspective,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to use any hard word, or I don't
Yeah,
want any Ghanaian to use
I don't
any
want
hard
anybody
word.
to use hard word exactly. Let us respect
Yes,
ourselves, please. Okay.
yes. You don't have to, you don't have to attack anybody here, and we should mind our speech. Indirectly, if you say Ghana is not any big country to sack Nigerians, you don't have to say that, bro. We are all here to fight for peace among ourselves. So you can't say Ghanaian does not like Nigerians because of something that happened the last time. Yes, you get that. The last time, let me say some years back, which some of us we were not born. Ghana must go. It happened twice. And we are not basing on, or we are not standing on that to fight Nigerians. You should get it straight. Wherever Ghanaians go and you see Nigerians, we are brothers, we are brothers. Like it's norm. So why this fight? When I came first, I talked about, or I said, oh, Nigerians should sit up. If somebody asks you to sit up, it is not an insult. We all have our side, which is not good. We understand. But I just want you to get something straight. I just want you to get something right. You know, we've been heard and we've been seeing it. Oh, Nigerians are doing this in this country. They are banned. They are sacked. They are this. This is what I am saying. And this is why we are trying to protect our own. We are not here to fight anybody on anything. Yes, we don't have anything. Yes, we are poor. We understand. We understand that one. We are nobody. We are nothing. We understand that one. We get it. But this is the case whereby you shouldn't fight or use hard words among ourselves. And these two ladies and a man in the platform, they were saying you should do whatever you want or you like. Like, you don't have to. You don't have to be doing this. Why are we doing this for? What are we doing this for? Some of us, we want peace no matter what, at all costs. And we are not afraid of anybody. But we are not saying we are going to fight anybody. We are all crying for peace. Okay, let me put this way. If you are married to a lady and you are in a house, and let me say some misunderstanding came up, and it will be happening day in day out. I don't know, for Nigeria, you will be separated for some time, then you come back together. That is what we are trying to do. That is what we are trying to do. We are not cowards. And let me put it straight. That is what we are trying to do because of peace. Because of peace. When South Africans were, sacking Africans, they said because of a certain particular people, I think Nigerians, and that is not where I want to drive at. They said because of Nigerians, and they scattered every African people, like they sacked all Africans. So if somebody is trying to say that you should sit up, it is not an insult. Your population is higher than Ghana. Yes, we understand, bro. We understand. But sometimes you have to. It is the truth. You have to just admit it. Why we are fighting like this? Because of one post. Because of one post, we are having all these issues, all this brouhaha, whatever. Because of one post. So because of one post, all these can be solved. So we should stop. If we get any little chance, we come and spit out something which is going to provoke the other one. No, you don't have to do that. Please, we don't have to do that. Please, please.
Yeah.
20
Can I say
seconds.
something?
20 seconds.
We will go. Okay, thank you. We will go tomorrow, or we will go today. Tomorrow, our generation are going to suffer what we are doing right now.
Can I say something, please?
1983.
That's your
1983.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Xavier. That's all I could take. So, Mr. Deal, 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, please. Okay, thank you very much. The last speaker, in short, I think the last speaker is among the people that have brain in this world. He spoke very professional. But I want to say something which he said at the end of his statement. What Ghanaians or what South African, for example, they say Nigeria must go. What they are doing now, it is not we that will suffer. It is after 20 years. The internet does not forget. So what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to say Nigeria is right or wrong. What I'm saying is, when a problem happens, we focus on the problem. Just imagine, according to statistics, in the next 20, 30, or 40 years time from now, everything that Ghanaian did this last week, okay, people have watched those videos. It has spread across 200 million Nigerians. 200 million Nigerians now have it in their DNA that there was a time. This, information is power. That there was a time these people said Nigeria must go. It has spread to 200 million people. I bet you now, if you do the survey, okay, unless Nigeria don't want to be how do I say truthful, which of course they are truthful in terms of speaking, they already have a stigma now. Nigerians already have stigma for Ghanaians, already have stigma for South Africa, already have stigma. I don't want to call the other country because I'm there right now. Okay.
All right. No
Now,
worries.
okay, now some people say, why is it Nigeria everywhere? Why? No. You cannot judge. I'm a Christian. Was Jesus not killed? Jesus, they said he was a rebel now. He was a criminal. He was this. Yes, there are some bad Nigerians in China, in Hong Kong, in Japan, everywhere. So as they are. How many? Okay, did the media carry this one? The Chinese that was caught in Nigeria every month they catch them stealing lithium ore. Is it not a bad news? So people every time they say Nigeria, no, it's not. It's just that Nigeria don't want to talk. If Nigeria begin to go and check our news, if we begin to, if in short, maybe I will open that channel very soon. If we begin to publish criminals that are being caught in Nigeria, if we begin to publish their informations, you'll be scared. Chinese are they do. So what I'm saying is, please, my brother, the deed has been done. Ghana has said Nigeria must go. South Africa has said Nigeria must go. Vietnam and some other country have said Nigeria must go. Let we who have the brains now, let us not be among those people. And if we have a platform, just like this lady has this platform, let us try to even spread the good news. Like I encourage my friends.
That's what I'm for. That's what I'm for.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you very much. And I always join such program. Let's try and spread the good news. Anyway, that's just the end of my speech. I love Ghanaians. I love everyone, but internet does not forget.
I go respect.
Okay.
I go respect the language. I go respect the language when I go use here.
Okay, no, 1 minute. 1 minute. I need to round up here. 1 minute.
Yeah. See, the man said something that we want to separate. Yes, that's what we want to really separate. You understand me? So that we can actually look at each other. Nigeria and Ghana were never really too close like that. It was J.J. Rawlings that brought that kind of closeness. Nigeria didn't have much interest in Ghana. They don't want it to do there. It was J.J. Rawlings that approached Babangida at that time. You understand me? Because we were far more busy doing our soul train. We were acting our movies. We were Nigeria being involved even before Nollywood. Inside it is something there. There was movie in Nigeria that was almost like both are beautiful. You know, that movie was very, 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 very popular. You understand me? We were always doing our thing. We employ all over. If you check this Africa, you see, so Nigeria is one of the most Pan-Africanists in the whole of Africa. We were renting Kenya
100%, yes.
to be teaching us. These guys that you see, so we were also donating money to them. You understand me? They have never done one thing to Nigeria. They have never donated no shishi to Nigeria. Or even this South Africa, they're making noise. So you know, so we're not saying we support our bad eggs, arrest our bad eggs, but don't generalize it. Just one man made a mistake. Even the man is even married to a Ghana woman. It's not like it's a stranger there. It kind of like fused itself into a Ghana family. But you see the way they attack. They wanted to use a certain. If you attack one Nigeria, be Yoruba, be Igbo, be anything for Nigeria, you attack all of us. We don't joke with that one at all. So don't go say Igbo must go. First, the third of Igbo must go. No, we don't take it like that. Igbos are our brothers. Yorubas are our brothers. Forget say we they criticize each other. Forget say we they voice our voice. We don't hide anything about us. What you see, that what you get. But don't say if you want him out, let him go. If you want any Nigeria out, let them go. Show them the way. This guy forget that Ghana drove Nigeria out.
Okay, don't like 1 minute, don't do.
Exactly. Sister Natu, I can't get me to keep the time. I'm losing time here.
Because that guy said twice, Ghana drove us out for 1969 Civil War. You see where they drove us? 1969 Civil War. Now they want to repeat the same thing.
Thank you so much. There's somebody who's been here for a few minutes now. I want that person to hear his views, and then we can start from the beginning again, and we can take it all round. So, Mr. Dixon, unmute yourself, please.
Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome.
Please,
you're coming, so you've got 5 minutes. Make use of your 5 minutes really well.
I will. First of all, I want to remind us that we are all Africans. We're all blacks.
Yeah.
And we have a common enemy. Absolutely. The problem is that blacks and Africans, we refuse and we don't want to face our enemies. One of our enemies, the most enemy we have is poverty. And I think the genesis of all these things is caused by poverty. If Nigeria is rich. If we're using our richness to better the life of Nigerians, this nonsense will not be going on. Exactly. Ghana is rich. And if Ghana is using their gold and using the minerals that God has given to them to better the life of Ghanaians, this jealousy and this nonsense will not go on. Now, I want to come to I've taken my time to research on this issue. I've been monitoring this case. I've been monitoring from point A to point B. And my conclusion is this. Number one, this guy, the Ezendibo in Ghana, was coronated in 2012/2013, if I'm not mistaken.
That was 15 years ago now.
Exactly. Now, my point is this. Yesterday, I was listening to a Ghana blogger. The guy is a Rastafarian, and he's also a blogger. And he brought out the first letter that the Ghana Council of Chief or whatever issued to this guy in recognition to his aizeship. Number one. He also brought the fact that this guy was coronated by the Eze of Ezes from the Igbo land. Now, I lived in South Korea for 15 years. I've worked with Ghanaians. I lived with them. My best friends are Ghanaians still now. Most of them are, in diaspora. And I can tell you that I've met wonderful Ghanaians. So I can never judge all Ghanaians. I would never. In fact, what Nigerians did not do for me, or the closeness that I didn't have with some of my fellow Nigerians, I had it with Ghanaians in South Korea. Right. So when I hear most of these Ghanaians talking all this trash, I'm like, who are these people? These are not Ghanaians. These are not the way they are. Okay, so that is not to say that there are good ones and there are bad ones. So am I going to judge all the whole Ghanaians based on what all these ones are saying? I will not do that. So why would you want to do that about me and about my country? And that's the question. Why will you say that because 100 or 1,000 people are scammers, are drug peddlers, they are drug pushers, then every Nigerians are drug peddlers, are drug pushers, are scammers, are haters, are evil? Is that fair? You're not being fair. That is why Africans are not being fair. We're not being fair to ourselves. The level at which Ghana and Nigeria is deteriorating, you will never see most European countries get to that point. I mean, this is not even diplomatic issues. These are mere bloggers saying, people saying jollof rice, this, that, and that, and the thing kept going down and going down. Can you imagine? Why is it that the government of Ghana is not not really talking deep into this? Because they know.
I'm surprised as well.
Yes, and another point I want to make, I listened to the interview granted to that guy. So I'm not in support of anything. But if we see the truth, we should stand by the truth. This guy, now, in every way, in South Korea, for example, they have a Zendibo. In Tokyo, they have a Zendibo. If you go to Dubai, they have a Zendibo. If you go to Malaysia, they have a Zendibo. If you go to America, they have a Zendibo. If you go to Togo, if you go to Benin Republic, if you go to Cote d'Ivoire, if you go to all these Senegal, they have a Zendibo. So why is Ghana different? And my question is this: the comment this guy made, he made it in 2013/14, and then he repeated in 2017/18. And there's no other record where that guy made that comment. And the comment he made, if you really sit down with an open mind and digest what he's saying, this guy is not in any way trying to compete with Ghana. He's not in any way trying to destroy Ghana or trying to bring anything Ghana. The guy that talked about Biafra, let me tell you straight. There's a difference between Biafra and IPOB. In Nigeria, they have different tribes. The Hausas, they call themselves Arewa. The Yorubas, they call themselves Oduduwa. The Igbos, they call themselves Biafra. But Biafra is completely different from IPOB. So when the guy talks about Biafra and you need to get information. Most Ghanaians are not properly informed. They're just swayed by information that is not founded. Instead of them to take their time and get to the root of the matter, this guy has no business with anything building kingdom in Ghana. It's not true. And how come that they are bringing up this now? This is politically motivated. Most Ghanaians don't understand this. I have a lot of brothers and friends in Ghana. I have Ghanaians themselves. And most of them understand that even this, your honorable Ayariga or whatever it is, the way the man is going about it, you think he's protecting Ghana. He's protecting our land. Protecting the land from what? That guy is not a national security threat for crying out loud. I'm not in support of whatever. If there is anything crime he has committed, the guy should be prosecuted. The law should take its effect on him. But instead of us to take his exit. Okay, now the problem is this: is this English that is not even our language. They say king, and Igbo say Eze or Igwe. The Yorubas, they say Oba. Okay, and then the Hausas, they say theirs. So if you say I am the Eze of Ndibo in this land, I am here. I'm the leader of my people. He's more or less a chief. He's more or less a leader. That's what it is. So for people to turn it, he's the king, and he's not a king. He has nothing to do with the king of Ghana. The Ghana people, they have their kings, and it is sacred to them. And that man, I believe the man knows the laws of the land. And I know he knows the laws of the land. If that guy is not that, if he's too bad, and if he's not as decent as they are projecting him, most people he's relating to in Ghana, he wouldn't be relating with them. I know Ghanaians. I know them. Because from all information, the guy is somehow he has found favor in a lot of Ghanaians. He's even yesterday I discovered that he built a primary school in one of the towns there in Ghana. Okay, if he's there to destroy Ghana and their culture, why will he be donated to the society? Why will he be doing all that? So let's forget about this. These are politically motivated things, and we're beating about the bush instead of us to look deep down and know our problem. Look at the poverty ravaging Ghana and Nigeria. We're not even talking about it. We should be talking about our trade that binds us together. Look at now a lot of people, a lot of goods are coming from Nigeria because Nigerian money has fallen. So people troop into Nigeria to buy their goods and they move it to Ghana and they sell it. Most companies in Nigeria move to Ghana. A lot of companies from Nigeria, they relocated to Ghana and owned by Nigerians. So what are they talking about? So these things are not issues that we should be fighting for. It's not issues. These things that it divides us more than it binds us. We should look out for things that brings us together and forget about all this trash. But my pain the most is Africans are full of hate. Why do we hate ourselves? Why do we hate ourselves to this point that the devil has closed our eyes, that everything we see is negative about each other? All we can talk now from morning to night is the bad things Ghanaians are doing to Nigerians. Nigerians are talking about the bad things Nigerians are doing to Ghanaians. Does it make sense? Are we going to go anywhere with this? Are we going to, sometimes I hear them, they bring Nigeria, listen, hear me out. It doesn't mean that Nigerians are perfect. A lot of Nigerians are committing atrocious things. And what I'm saying is this: anybody that does evil, the law should take its course on him. I won't pity him. I will speak for him. Let him go to jail. Let him do whatever he has to do. Okay, so the desperation of acquiring wealth that makes some Nigerians to step into evil, let the law takes its course on them. So my people, the Ghanaians that are listening to me, I want you to understand this, that a lot of Nigerians are into this issue. And if you think that it's just something, a protest, this is turning into a diplomatic issue. And your government they know what they stand to lose with Nigeria. There is nothing you guys do until your government stands up and takes a position. Nothing will be done about it. So you guys can go ahead and destroy your reputation, destroy your country, project the xenophobic impressions to the world, and let them see that you hate Nigerians. Let them see that Nigerians are bad. You think you're doing us good, you're doing us bad. You're destroying the reputation of Ghana. And I'm telling you the truth. Telling you the truth. He's hurting you guys more than he's blessing you. So the earlier you guys sit down and think that, hey, this is not the best way to go about this. You say Nigeria go. Listen, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, what are these guys still doing in Ghana? Why don't you just come back? I can't be in a place where I'm being treated like a criminal when I'm not a criminal. No, I wouldn't do that, and I wouldn't accept it. And this is one reason why we're hostile, because everywhere we go, we tend to be treated as criminals. So that makes us hostile. That makes us defensive. So that is why we shout the way we shout, because it has gotten to the level that it must.
Right, 30 seconds, Mr. Dixon, if you're still here. 30 seconds. Right, 30 seconds, Mr. Dixon, if you're still here.
Can I say something if it's not there?
30 seconds, Mr. Dixon, if you're still here. Okay, Mr. D, go on.
Can I say something if it's not there?
Seconds, Mr. Dixon, if you're still here. Okay, Mr. D, go.
Okay, thank you very much. The last speaker. That is true, actually, because I'm a Nigerian and I've been to a lot of countries in Asia and in Europe. I tell you the truth, for those listening, for Ghanaians and other nationalities listening, every time, my experience, not just other people, whenever a Nigerian enter anywhere, airport to trying to check in, they always do extra security. In short, the discrimination for Nigeria now, in short, it's an open discrimination. I'm talking about Asian countries and European countries. I don't know if the other are not to South America. So the reason why Nigerians speak loud, it has a lot of things. We are being discriminated every day. So how do you expect Nigerians to speak? So by default, Nigerians speak loud. You can see the way I'm talking on this and stuff. My voice is a little bit loud. This is the way we are. This is the way we speak. We are not slow. We speak with force. So please, my fellow Ghanaians or South Africans, what you do today, you may think you are winning today, but after 10 years, 20 years, you will see the results, because people are keeping information, people are keeping record. I will cite another example which I said before. China we know, China has 1.4 billion population. Okay, as I speak to you now, China was facing discrimination many years ago. As I speak to you now, China is king of Asia. All the Asia countries are begging China to do trade because China is king. So Nigeria, you see there, I'm not talking because I'm a Nigerian. Nigeria, you see there, has factories now, has manufacturing, has the population. If you mix all the African people together and you pick one person, it's a Nigerian. One out of every five is a Nigerian in Africa. So population is there. If I was a Ghanaian or if I was in South Africa, I will run to Ibadan or Lagos or Kanu or Onisha to open shop because Nigeria has the market. So Ghanaians, please, don't be angry the way I speak, but what your protester did is very bad. And of course, what that king have said initially, it is also bad in terms of kingdom. That is, if you see the way, if you think he wants to build a kingdom. But let us not dwell on that. Let us think on how to integrate ourselves, like my brother said before. Poverty is causing all these things. Let us integrate. Ghanaian has more to benefit from Nigeria than Nigeria benefiting from Ghana. Ibadan is more than Nigeria. Population of Ibadan alone, or Lagos, or Kanu. Just imagine, population of Kanu. Kanu is more than, it's almost 30 million population, 30 million people. Ghana is same, less than 30 million or so. So you see, so Ghana has more to benefit from Nigeria. Ghanaians should go to Nigeria. Although many of them are there, go there and open business. Move. Nigerians are travelers, they are adventurers. Nigeria, I went to Australia. There was one village I went to, one Papua New Guinea, one kind of remote, one kind of island like that in Australia. I found an Igbo man there. I was just laughing. So Nigerians are adventurers. They move. They like to move, open business there, and so on. So my brothers, Ghanaian, African people, let's not discriminate. Go to Nigeria, integrate yourself, think of how to make money and develop your culture or your people or the land. That is it. So that is all I have to say. Please let us not promote hate. Nigerians love you. I mean, the Nigerians that has brain, they love you, and the Ghanaian that has brain also love Nigerians too. Vice versa. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Can
Mr.
I
Atiku.
go?
Who's speaking there? Okay, Mr. La. Mr. La, I need to
Yes.
be putting you on timer. I need to be putting you on
Yeah,
timer.
put me on timer, please. Put me on timer so that we
He's
can.
not even on timeout. Mr. Ola needs to be on timeout.
I beg, on timer. I think I'll beg you. I think I'll beg you.
Sorry,
You
Okay,
see,
Mr.
Mr.
La.
Nacho.
Abukidola.
Sorry.
Abukidola. 5
yeah.
minutes. If we hear
Okay, 5 minutes.
No, five minutes is too much. Give
I will use a
Omukidola
very
2
nice
minutes.
language here. Yeah,
She's
I will use a
Nacho.
very
She's
nice
Nacho.
language. I will not. I
Yes,
will not. I will
yes,
not.
Omukidola, 1 second.
Check backstage, please. Thank you.
Right, oh yeah, Mr. Ola, start now. If you hear
You see,
kiki, your time is up.
okay.
Oh. Yeah.
You see, Nigeria population is huge. Maybe these are the tensions some of these countries are feeling.
Yes,
By
yes.
2030, Nigeria will be almost about 3 or something million population. By 2030, which is 5 years from now, which is Nigeria is over 2 point something. Nigeria is very, very huge in population. The Nigerians that live outside Nigeria, till the in between 35, 40 million population. The population of Nigeria that live outside Nigeria. And these people also have a very big interest in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Because of the population is huge, people feel our weight. Like, whoa, who are these people? They're coming to take over. They're coming to take over. And the way our posture is, if you don't know us, you think we come aggressively. You understand? Not really like that. Even my own wife, if you see a Nigerian, we just know at once. Well, my wife is not even a Nigerian. You understand? We just say, oh, that's a Nigerian person. I said, how do you know? Say, look at his posture, look at the way it walks. You understand me? Very confident. We move like that. So the way we're not scared of anything, because it's not really building our mind to be scared. But that doesn't mean that we will not take consequences for our own. We must face if we do something good or something wrong. So that's what I'm just trying to say. Nigerians, if you want to know that we speak our minds freely, we abuse our government, we abuse whoever we abuse, we think they're not doing nothing right. But what you will not get in Nigeria really, say because you see us fight ourselves that we really hate each other, is lie. It doesn't go like that. Because this Igbo man did a very wrong thing. No Nigeria said, oh, we supported him. No. Everybody said, no. We don't like what he did. We don't want what he did. They came a very skillful way to that say Igbo must go. Huh? Igbo must go. For Igbo must go.
Uncle
Nigeria
Kidola,
must go.
I think Uncle Kidola, I think at this point, sorry, I'm driving, but at this point, I think we are going in circles, right?
So
And I do understand a lot of people want to make contributions.
what I mean is this, right? We should understand that Nigerians also have to be very careful for whatever they do outside.
Yes.
You
That's
understand
true.
me?
That's what we've been saying since yesterday.
Careful, because there's no way you will commit a crime that will not know you. That will know you because you look different. Please manage whatever you're looking for. Money might not just be all that. Respect other people's culture. If that is their culture, respect it. Don't call so forcefully that what scared them out. That Igbo man, they say, see
Uncle
the way he
Kidola, your
talk.
time is off.
Okay, thank you. I'll respect that. Yeah.
Thank
Mama,
you.
five, next person.
Right.
Right.
Go. Please, who's okay, so right, okay, I'm gonna start now and I'm gonna give each and every person 2 minutes. So John Safo, you've got 2 minutes. Please round up. I'm rounding up, guys, because I've got another show in 2 hours. Please, 2 minutes, please, to just say your last word for us and then we'll end this show, right?
Thank
John,
you.
are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please start.
Yes, I just want to respond to some comment. I
Okay.
think sometimes people misunderstood what Ghana really is. I think sometimes people think because we don't show our wealth doesn't mean we don't have one. And one of person came and said JJ called JJ never Nigerians. There was a contract between Nigerians gas. So JJ said instead of us paying other countries who are not African for those gas for electricity, why not pay Nigerian? That's Pan-African way of doing things. They have nothing to do with Ghana can survive. And someone make an issue that, if Ghana do this, years to come, people remember. Ghana doesn't really care about those things. All we care about is our peace. And I'll make it clear. All we care about is our peace. For
That's
so
true.
many years around West Africa, we are contributed to so many things. That's why we got the first independence. Because we do things at the right time. And with this issue, the Igbo king brought Nigeria into it, not Ghanaians. That's what I said in the first place. At first, we were questioning as Igbo, and he decided to bring Nigeria into it. So Ghanaians thought maybe Nigeria was supporting him. And someone said, Ghana government haven't done anything about it. Ghana government have done something about it. They have defended the Igbo king. They have released a letter saying that, he's sorry and all that. That's why the protests in Kumasi today didn't came on, because Ghana government stepped in to protect Nigerians. That's how Ghana is. So let's not say someone is sponsoring Ghana, Ghana don't have Nigerians. And to be honest, if Ghanaians are doing bad in Nigeria and Nigerians are not speaking about it, that means you don't love your country in the first place. And if all this record, the guy is claiming that, he didn't say that, that means he have scammed people because he said it on national TV. So either ways, it's bad.
All
So
right.
the point is, people are saying Pan-African. Let's be honest. If you are in a football team and you have players within the football team, players doesn't have to be friends. They just have to know what goal it is we want for Africa. So
Yeah,
for the fact that we are in the same team doesn't mean we have to be best friends. We just
thank
have
you so
to
much.
respect each other,
Thanks so
be
much for
honest
that.
with each
2
other,
minutes.
and
That's
then
what
take
it means.
responsibilities.
Thank you so
That's what
much
I
for
want to say.
the contribution.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Right. Savior, 2 minutes. Oh, I removed him. Right. Okay. Unmute yourself, Savior, please. Your 2 minutes starts now. We are rounding up, guys.
Okay.
Because I've got another show in an hour. Your 2
Let
minutes
me.
start.
All right. All right. I'll first of all I'll say God bless you, everyone, for
God
your
bless you.
contribution. And I want to say this again. We should mind the way we talk, please. We should mind the way we talk. Because as you were saying, the internet keeps record.
Yeah.
You maybe say something, yeah, but you might not know it has been saved somewhere. So please, we should mind the way we talk. We should
Yeah.
mind the way we talk. After all, we are all human beings.
Yep.
After all, we are all human beings.
Yep.
What
Absolutely.
I can say right now is we should sit down and do our homeworks right. That's all I can say now.
All right, no problem
Thank
at
you.
all. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your patience, the way you spoke. We agree to disagree, all right? And please don't be a stranger on this show. I really appreciate your presence. Thank you so much.
Let
And
me let me
well,
chip in a word, please.
yeah, sure. Your 2 minutes starts now. Your two
Okay,
because
thank
rounding
you.
up. We're
Yes,
rounding up.
again, the key point of this Zoom meeting, the key point is, for my view, okay, maybe it's a different key point for other people, but the key point is Ghana should not accuse a group of people, let's say Igbos
Yeah.
or Nigerians,
Mm-hmm.
and also Nigerians should respect themselves. That is just
Absolutely.
the key point of this Zoom. The reason why I'm
Absolutely.
saying this again is the last two guys that spoke, he mentioned something about poverty. I'm just trying to recite a short part of it. It is
Mm-hmm.
true. It is when people, if it is when there's poverty that you will start remembering that where did you keep my shoe? All these kind of useless discussions. It is when there's poverty in the land. So again, the social media, I don't know how it's going to happen, but the social media, many of the people who don't have brain, I repeat, they do not have brain. They have polluted all the whole social media. They are getting views. Because when they start speaking rubbish, they will start getting views.
Yeah.
But again, Ghana and Nigeria, I will just talk about these two people. Other countries are just, we can copy and paste. Ghana and Nigeria, Ghanaians who are listening to this program, if you have a business, okay, no need to waste your time trying to do your business in Ghana. Take your business to Nigeria. Okay? I'm a businessman. I have shop in Lagos, in Kano, in Onisha Delta. Ghanaian, take your business to Nigeria. Harness from the trade. You can see China and Hong Kong. Hong Kong is like Ghana. Population of Hong Kong is like Ghana. China is like Nigeria. 1.4 billion. That is for China. So Ghanaian, you have a lot to gain from Nigeria. Okay, in Nigeria, they protect you more than they won't protect our citizen. Okay, so Ghanaian, integrate yourself. Do you know if you open a shop in Onisha, if a Ghanaian open a shop in Onisha or in or in Kano, do you know that you are going to have more than 100 customers come to your shop, visit your shop every day? Because millions of people are buying goods. It's a trade hub. In short, the market in Kano is bigger than the market in Kano is bigger than all the market in Ghana times two. Just Kano alone. So please, Ghanaians, especially Ghanaians, integrate yourself to business. If you're a businessman, to Nigeria, okay? This is what I have to say. Let us be talking money. Let us be talking technology, trade. These are
Absolutely.
what binds us together. That is just what I have to say. Because if we're not discussing technology and trade, what are we discussing? The other things are rubbish now.
Yeah.
Is,
Thank you
is
so
it about
much.
jollof rice and this one? It's rubbish. It's a waste of time.
Thank you
So
so much.
please, I cut the story short. Our Igbo brothers, you can see Igbo, they don't discuss rubbish. It's only money they
Money.
discuss.
Me, I'm
Only
interested in
money.
money. Oh. I am
Ah,
interested in money.
thank you.
Thank you
So
so
Ghanaians, please cite your name again. You must discuss money. It's important.
Exactly.
Otherwise, somebody after 5 years, somebody will come and open the kingdom. Maybe this time to be a British man. Who knows? They'll open that kingdom. They'll open that kingdom.
Don't they have Chinese town in Ghana?
My brother, it's the truth. They will open the kingdom. So please, let's discuss money. It's important. When you're making money and making money, they will have brains together.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I love Ghanaians as much as I even love Nigerians. Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution. We highly appreciate it. All right. Mr. Dixon, your 2 minutes starts now.
All right, thank you. I didn't know that my network is disconnected. So please, I want to appeal. Based on what I know about Ghanaians,
Yeah.
based on my relationship with them, they have treated me well, and I also treated them well. If you mention my name, Ugo, to any Ghanaian that have been with me over the years, they will say one or two things. And I try as much as possible to make them understand that you cannot, bring everybody in the same basket. No, there are good Nigerians, and most of them can testify to that fact. So another thing that the elites of Ghana Most of the elites in Ghana do not play into all this. They don't play this thing. They are not into it. Why? Because they know the benefit they have. And some Ghanaians will say will accuse them of selling their country or not speaking. And no, that's where they are. Okay, that's where they are. My another point I'm trying to make out here, it's this guy, the SND in Ghana, that made a statement 20 years ago and repeated in 2027. What happened now? What happened last week? I'm trying to let us know that something happened. It's politically motivated. Somebody is firing this thing. This man has enemies that are trying to take him down. This guy has been whining and dining with a lot of chiefs in Ghana. They welcome him. I'm trying to make this point. And I'm like, what happened last week? They said he's parading. It's not as though that the guy made a statement last week. He didn't make any statement 2 weeks ago or last month. So this thing just bam, and the fire just started everywhere. So why can't we just see? This is a guy that's been existing in Ghana for years. And they accuse him of bringing prostitution, which he has debunked. They accuse him of collecting whatever from the Igbo. He has debunked it, and it is lie. That's why I'm concerned from what I heard from him. So what I'm trying to say is this: that why don't we? What we're saying is a reaction. There is something that brought this up, and these are what we are not seeing until we get to the point of this. I'm looking at this Ayariga. He's trying to score a political point as far as I'm concerned. Because where was he 20 years ago when he was coronated? Where was he 10 years ago? Why couldn't he bring up this 10 years ago? So what happened now? Now, one of the truth here is this. This guy has a faction that is fighting him, that want to take him down. Most Ghanaians don't know this. So these people are instigating this fire against this guy, and the whole thing has taken over through social media and all that. But nobody seems to understand it. This guy has a battle that he's fighting. It's not about Ghanaians. It's not about Ghana land. It's not about building an Igbo village. It's not it. So this thing we're saying that what he did was wrong. Before he was coronated, my point is this: before he was coronated, he had the support of the chiefs in Ghana. Why did they support him? Did he buy them over? Can you just buy all those chiefs in that community? Is it possible to just buy everybody? Is it possible to just buy all the whole government? Is it possible? He's not that. Yes, he had money, but he's not one of the billionaires in Nigeria, so he's not even known. So, and they're saying he's not an Eze. He's not from a lineage of king lineage. So, if you allow me, I don't think I'm going to end. So let me just end it. Let's take it easy, and let's know that what we're seeing is a reaction of something. There is a lot of politics going on in this. Let's not get caught up with this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Don't be a visitor. Don't be a stranger here. I would love to have you again on our show. Right, I guess. Abby, Sister Natu, any lasting words? I guess both of you have given up now. Anyway, guys,
I have something to say.
Okay, your time starts now.
Ghanaians, do your worst. Bye.
Abby, no. Okay, she's away, guys.
She's away, guys.
No, now.
Don't listen to her. She's away now. She's away. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you for being here. And like I said, there's no hate there. It's all love here. We agree to disagree, and And like I was saying, also, I'm going to use the opportunity to also say to our Nigerians, wherever you find yourself, learn the environment, learn the community you're residing in, know what is not allowed in that community, and just live according to what the community rule says. As for this Indigo, I guess there's a lot of reading up for me to do as well, because all this talk of him, all of these things I'm hearing about him saying something about Biafra from years ago, just like Mr. Dixon said there, that what happened yesterday before all these talks, what happened 5 months ago, it was still good, right? It was still doing things great in the past 5 months, right? But like I said in my first live stream there, that I do not agree that you don't want to be a king. You are not providing services and you are excluding Ghanaians. Should you not be for everybody? Should it not be for everybody? At least that way, maybe they will not have kicked against the fact that you want to become a king. Obviously, he's not looking to become a king of the Ghanaians, obviously for the Igbos, but then whatever help you say you are giving to Nigerians or Igbo people, it should not be for your people alone, it should be for everybody. That's my stand, and it still remain my stance. With that being said, guys, it's all love, no hate. And for those of you who have called in, I appreciate your thoughts, I appreciate your opinions. And guys, I won't be taking any more calls because I need to take a wee break now. I've been here for 2 hours 40 minutes. I need to take a break because I have another show at 7 o'clock tonight. So if you're available, please kindly join me at 7 o'clock to talk about that. And this one is involving Nigerians. So all of you Nigerians that are here, you need to come back at 7 o'clock UK time, Nigerian time, to come join me. So like I said, we agree to disagree. And if I find any more stories, any more updates about this matter, I will be bringing it here because I really want to get to the bottom of this. I really want to find out what's going to happen at the end of the day. And guys, if you have seen the apology video of this please kindly send it to my WhatsApp or to my Instagram. No, my Instagram, you'll find my Instagram. My Instagram name is that mom of 5. So please send me the apology video if you have it. Guys, I will not be taking any more calls. We are just rounding up, okay? So I just want to say thank you, guys. I appreciate your presence here. There's a lot of hate going on in the world right now. The Oyinbos, they are saying that they don't want Africans. So now Africans, now we are now chasing each other. So if we chase each other now, are we going to start chasing each other personally? We're going to start chasing our next door neighbors in the same country. To what length? To what extent? Nigerians, behave yourself where you find yourself. Ghanaians, the world is not that difficult. Mr. Adil said, okay, Mr. Adil, 1 minute, please. I don't want to extend it my time here. 1 minute, that's you back on.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I just want to give a keyword here.
Okay.
To Ghanaians, especially Ghanaians and other African countries. Please, if you are into business or you are an entrepreneur, stop wasting your time to go to other countries. Go to Kano State in Nigeria. Go to Onisha. Go to Lagos. Go to Ibadan. These 4 states I mentioned, they have more than 20 million people there. Okay? 20 million people, and they are all business inclined. This is just what I have to say. Go there and make your money. Nigeria will even buy from your shop or from your service. If you are into fintech or you are into trading, go there and open an office. Nobody's going to ask you whether you have visa for 10 years or 1 year. Of course, do it legally. Nigeria does not answer this bullshit question whether you have resident or all those things. They do things professional there. So please integrate yourself. Nigeria has, even me, if I'm not in Nigeria, I'm in Asia right now. Nigerians, we love to go to other country and open big business there because we have covered the whole country, Nigeria. So please, Ghanaian, don't stay in your country. Your country is too small. It's just 30 million people or less than. Go to Nigeria, integrate yourself with the business there. Nigeria does not discriminate. Thank you very much. This is just what I have to say. Go there and open your business and buy your kingdom if you have money. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dio. Thank you so much. Right, guys, this is the end of the show today. Thank you so much, Abby, for being an amazing co-host and moderator. Thank you so much, Sister Natu, also for being a co-host and an amazing moderator. I really appreciate and love you, girl. I love you, ladies, so much. And to all of our speakers, I respect you all, regardless of your opinions. And please do not be a stranger on this show. And I'll see you guys at 7 o'clock tonight. We're going to be talking about Nigerians and changing of names. They are changing some names. They are changing some Igbo names to Yoruba names in some cities in Nigeria. So that's the topic we're going to be discussing this evening at 7 o'clock. So if you're interested, please do not hesitate to join us at 7 o'clock, and I'll see you guys then. All right. It's all love, no hate. All right. Bye.